All right, what up, what up, what up, what up, people? So, yeah, like I said, nothing here needs to be explained. This platform is for serious conversations with grown adults. Like I said, we're all here to network, we're all here to make money. Like I said, a lot of people didn't make the team. So, they upset, they over there disgruntled. I mean, I can visibly see that a lot of these folks, even out here, is mad. I think it's funny as hell. Honestly, I love it. Feel me? Batman established all the facts. So, like I said, the only place that we can talk and have a conversation is in person and is with the facts, acknowledging and addressing all that I've accomplished. Right. So, again, if you actually pay attention to what's actually going on, what's real out here, right? You actually pay attention and acknowledge reality, which you don't have a choice. Everybody's forced to and has to, right? So, if you pay attention, you will notice. I think I've said about. I think I'm on my eighth world record now. These are all tangible because nobody's doing this training wearing 18 gauge steel armor like me. So when I wear the armor, it becomes a separate world record. There's little nuances to everything that you do. Nobody's ever done this.
That's
You
not how
understand?
world records work.
I know it's a world record. These are all
Different world record. I have 3 dum dums in
yeah,
my pocket.
right? How many did I do? Like 145 pull ups or something like that, wearing the armor of God. This is the armor of God, 18 gauge steel. Like I said, I don't play games. I don't play games about nothing I do. I put everything on the line to do what I do. I just finished my training, so now I'm going to be walking a bit and talking, right? And like I said, this is the time when everybody should be donating so that Batman can go grab himself something to eat. I'm pretty sure I deserve that, especially considering that all these folks owe me money. Literally, some of them owe me $10. They all owe me bread. Pay up. Now's the time, brother. You feel me? I want to get a hot dog today. See, yeah, don't try to talk to me in a way that it doesn't make sense in
We get him
reality.
craving hot
Oh, I
dogs.
can afford anything I want.
Just
I have a little bit of money in the bank right now. I told you, I have banking fees. Yeah, don't act like you can't hear
Hot
me.
dogs and black
No, this
market
has nothing to do
eggs.
with that, bro. It has to do with reality. You
slop.
understand? Yeah. These people will sit there and try to convince you to make impulsive decisions like them and make the wrong decisions and go the wrong way. Is that the reason why Dream lost
Impulsive decisions? You mean like eating lunch? That's not an impulsive decision.
$100,000? Yep, because of that individual. Moving forward, like I said, they funny. People like that can never succeed. They're never going to get nowhere because it was more important to them to say something silly that made no sense. I just think that's hilarious, bro. Like, I never thought that there was actually people that, would rather be a joke than be serious and have money and succeed. This is the problem with the narcissist. They devoted every ounce of their time into seeing to it that I don't win, but yet in the process they've lost themselves. In the process, it's all backfired, and everything they sent my direction has come straight back to them. That's how karma works, buddy. See, you're not God. You can't go against God and win. You can't change the laws of karma.
Joey, Bear G was talking about that yesterday. He sends donations and then cancels them, and they come right back to him.
And much less you're behind a computer. So again, I don't have any back and forth. I have no issues or problems with anybody. I'm good with everybody. I'm a loving, good guy, positive guy. And like I said, I just do me. Energies like that, I would never let them come near me. You understand? Nah, I don't play like that. I'm a very serious individual and I'm a gangster. And also, like I said, I'm the mob. So, I mean, what do you mean? Is anything out of character
I'm a gangster. I'm a prankster. I'm a midnight wankster.
for me, being that I'm the mob? Anything that I've said or done? No, it all makes perfect sense. Hold on.
Hold up.
Hold up.
I mean, at this rate, this is a 24-hour, 24/7 job right now.
Yeah, it takes a crew. He is muted. We
So
unfortunately have
again, now is your time to
zero
donate
chat.
right now, right? And every day, I look at my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Venmo. Right? These people are using electronic means. When
And we
why
got
isn't
nothing.
that serious?
Look at Shamrock just invite herself up here. How you doing, boo?
Like I said, all that stuff, guaranteed prison time. I just went
Oh, she's still looking for her earphones.
over there and I let that Tommy, you know what guy.
You can't
No,
GIF right
everybody
here.
on that panel.
Can't what?
GIF fight
Oh yeah,
here.
not on here now.
Panel, Doximity, all of them, 100%. I will go to your panel. I will inform you. Okay. Again, the minute that I sit down with a lawyer and an attorney, I'm in no rush. Okay. It's federal charges. So everyone on that panel, right, is facing serious prison time for electronic means. You know what, across state lines. That's all felony
Yay.
charges. Slandering my name, lying on me. All the other stuff, working in collusion with the red triangles and the names that
Hey,
have
sorry.
mentioned.
On.
Like I said, you can't do any of this stuff.
It's
And
embedded in my
Doximity is
head
an
now. I
alcoholic
can't
and you're
stop.
broke and you're
I
poor
know we all
and you
did
don't
it.
have anything and you don't own anything. And you're
Who's he
like in a
talking to?
miserable marriage and it's quite
I don't know. He mentioned Doximity. Didn't you used to hang out over there at one point? Like
Doc.
a long time ago.
Who's he talking
Doximity.
about? Doximity. Oh, he must see that Tommy's live right now. Okay, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
DZ with
funny
the
and
first
hilarious.
that guy experience today.
Oh hell yeah, Deez. Welcome to the show.
actually,
Let me throw
you're
you a
very entertaining
wrench.
to laugh at. And nobody pays attention to you and you don't have an audience, right? And see, karma is real. Karma never forgets, buddy. Oh, I never forgot. I never forgot the things that y'all said and the things you did over there towards me, hiding behind your computer. So I just went over there to let you know, right? There's definitely a federal lawsuit being filed.
And Do Not Donate is blaming me for conspiring to corrupt all these electronic means, including chat.
You're looking and facing, you're looking at possible prison time. You understand? Very possible. I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed. So again, you cannot get on your computer and do these behaviors, right? And they all have a lot of skeletons in their closet. Is the crazy part is if they were smart, they would keep their mouth shut and go on about their business. But you all wanted to run your mouth. So what's going to happen is I'm going to make sure and see to it that somehow there's full investigations launched. I guarantee this, to look into your entire criminal history.
Well, you have all this
everything that
power except to feed yourself. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's basically a baby.
You fucking, I know, you're just sitting there and going,
DZ said he can't wrap his head around why he'd want to wear a long sleeve shirt and a balaclava in summer in Texas. Well, DZ, see, winter ends in December, so summer ends in like May, I think. So it's probably already fall right now.
to you and with you because you had some incident concerning a woman. Is that right, Tommy? Remember? So we're going to find out the truth about all that because I'm actually in a position now where I can do that. Yes.
He's
so
under
again,
the bridge.
I'm your worst
so
nightmare.
tall.
Keep my name out your mouth.
Is
and
where he
remember
lost his
who
mind.
you talk to. You never know who you're talking to. Some people don't let things go, buddy.
To the bridge
Yeah, I
downtown
don't
is where I steam some dogs.
let nothing go. So again, I own you, right? I own your freedom. You'll be sitting in prison, right, for a long time. And I will be
already
free,
did time for
Batman,
the
doing my
both
job,
Doc and
right,
Tommy
and making
have
sure that
done time for their crimes. You can't retry them, dumb fuck. Don't you have a genetic law? Okay, I gotta go get high. I'm already, I already can't stand.
She's already on a good one.
She's starting to hulk out.
I
like
am already.
are locked up and held accountable for the crimes they've committed.
He already has. They already have been. Stupid. God damn, Tom.
And I'll be
Hold on a
protecting
second.
these streets.
I'm sorry to say something.
Hold up.
Hold up. Both Tommy and Doc, they have been doxxed. Their criminal records have been gone over and over in the black sector. Dude, everybody already knows what they were arrested for, what they did time for, how much time they did. You can't retry them, stupid. Anyways.
He can, because they haven't been tried under his lawsuit.
They have this little thing called double jeopardy.
Yeah. Dum.
So it don't get no better.
Dun,
Our
dun,
love, it don't get no better.
our love,
It don't get no better.
our
Said
love,
it don't get no better.
our
Right. And like
love.
I said, I'll be in all y'all cities and states right
Sure,
in front of
sure.
your face. I would
Sure,
love to have
sure.
face-to-face conversations, but I know
Oh,
y'all
so would I. Oh my God. I would love to have a face-to-face with you. Oh my God.
Then Shamrock could have a criminal record.
you're
Yeah.
scared of having a conversation with me. Right. So it's hilarious because I'm going to be right in front of everyone. I'm going to be
Okay.
right there in
Okay.
front of you. Like, real talk. Like, these people don't get it. When I have money, oh, wherever these YouTubers are at, I'm going there. Yeah.
San Diego,
Like,
California.
Deezy said, keep in mind he's got a child's mask on, and there's like 2 inches gap on either side between the mask and his cheeks.
Yeah.
So that's how emaciated he is. I think he does have some sort of sensory issue, which is why he wears all his shit multiple sizes too big. And I think that's why he doesn't pull the mask tight, because it would like press on his nose too hard.
I was gonna say something earlier because both the sides, by where his ears are, it looks like it's pressed outward a little more than normal.
Yeah.
Either
Wait.
he tried to wedge it out so it's not rubbing, or his face has just lost so much fucking weight. I don't know.
What were you saying, babe?
Maybe he's dying. Anyway. Anyway.
Well,
maybe
hey, look at the bright side. Once he dies, he'll bloat back up and fill up the mask.
He'll be you'll gain
like,
some
come on,
weight.
bro. But see, I don't do the things you do. No, I'm gonna go address people directly. There's nothing wrong with a
What's he
grown
gonna
man
use
standing
for
on
that?
business
The elastic
and
straps
saying,
when
"Hey,
they
you
break.
got all
It looks like they've already broken, and he's like retied them or tied them in knots, or it's just weird. He's got the Hasidic Jew curls hanging down
Right.
on both
these things
sides.
to say, what's up? Keep that same energy and let's talk face to face."
This one sticks
With
straight out like
everybody.
Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah, no, everybody on YouTube, 100%. I will be in front of you. I will see
Okay.
you. We're gonna
Can't
have
wait.
a conversation.
Yeah,
You understand?
we are.
So face to face though, where it's a lot
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
No, face to floor.
Feel me? And it's all gonna be on camera too.
You were
I'm
going to have
probably gonna have my
a
own
face to floor conversation.
private camera crew.
Oh,
Just
come by the
saying.
house. We'll beat their ass too.
A
Understand? People
private
like
camera
French
crew.
Toast, all
Beat-
those folks. We'll be talking in person.
Yeah, come by
No
the house.
problem. See, that's
We'll
what
beat
these people
we beat
were
their ass
banking
too,
on
Joey.
anonymity in.
My
That's right.
dog will meet you at the door.
That's right.
I'll beat your ass, and I'll let Shamrock can beat your girlfriend Raleigh.
And then
And
my
I
son
don't know,
will
I
beat up
guess
your
they
cameraman. So let's go.
think like
We got a house
like,
full over here.
somehow I'm gonna stay broke
Then all
and
our
poor
dogs are
forever.
gonna pee
Like,
on you.
how? I'm the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. I'm making
God.
checks right now. Like I said, the minute we get to my birthday, it's a wrap. All your tactics already failed. You lost. What are you talking about? Look, no, I got plenty of dough because I'm making money on here. I just
Operation Shamrock Cash App.
So that's money. That's money to my name. That means I'm not broke. Right?
Didn't
was
he
great.
just
I
say
make good
yesterday
money
that
doing this.
YouTube isn't paying
Like I said,
enough?
they already told the truth. How they upset at me making checks on here.
He's maxed
Check
out.
after check after check after check after check. No, I'm proud of being human and saying, hey, look, I'm going to be treated.
Wait, I thought you were an immortal vampire.
I thought you were just learning how to be human. You're an alien.
Stay in your lane, immortal vampire.
That's who, yeah.
Listening to Rich earlier today, I didn't catch something that he said yesterday about his YouTube check that's coming, $170. He still believes he made that amount of money in a month.
Yeah, he only counts the month in which he actually gets paid. He doesn't count the like 3
Yeah.
months preceding that.
4 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Joey, check this out. Check this out. Rich needed, I mean, he doesn't ask for it like you do. I mean, and he actually deserves it. And I actually love Rich. He's a good friend. But I helped him out, made sure he made his YouTube check this month. Yup.
That's right.
Took care of it.
Rich, you owe us a corn dog.
Yeah, Rich.
Correctly. And that's why Christina was so proud of me yesterday for standing up as a man and a human being.
Oh my
and for human
God.
beings and saying the truth.
What low
understand? So, like I
expectation of men does this
they
bitch
all have
have? I mean, she
worry and
doesn't
stress.
really exist, but still, I'm gonna still insult her.
So you mean his imaginary girlfriend?
Yeah, he loves his imaginary girlfriend, so I'm gonna insult
Joey,
her anyway.
you can't even imagine a girlfriend that has actual money that she can give you.
Now, anything you do, okay, anything you do further, right? Because you all like to start issues.
Oh, that
and
guy, I'm so
Butter.
proud of you for standing up and talking on YouTube. I'm so proud of you, that guy.
Yeah, I'm doing radio
You
against
the
the government.
man, that guy.
Shut up, Jenny.
Also,
Sorry to be the cough like an old man.
you make me proud as punch. Shout out to Southsider in chat.
like blah blah blah, and you want to keep going and
Oh,
going.
blah, blah,
blah. Blah, blah,
Anything you do is documented.
Blah,
it
blah,
gets
blah.
added to the federal lawsuit. I'm not
Good.
speaking to anyone. You talk to my lawyer, right? And
What lawyer?
basically, you can't move on me anymore.
I think his lawyer's Two-Face.
Oh.
So I have all my enemies right where I want them, and they don't seem to get it. If you look at the community wall,
And air
at
conditioning in
Exhibit
our own
A,
home.
will say how people are
Okay.
amazed at how I've outsmarted all my so-called enemies. You understand? Like I said, all those folks, they'll be sitting in a prison cell.
Joey,
Uh-huh.
you were sitting in your backyard last night complaining that you couldn't afford peanut butter. You ain't outsmarted shit, boy.
Forever.
You're
And
Boy,
I'm going to be
stop
out
it.
here free,
Boy,
happy,
stop.
running everything. Pretty much half of YouTube is looking at a federal indictment on RICO charges.
Half of YouTube.
Okay.
You're going to drag half of YouTube into a courtroom, Joey? Really?
Are you okay, bud? Oh, okay. I thought
RICO,
you-
conspiracy, everything across state lines, collusion, all sorts of stuff. Okay. And there's no way for them to dismiss any of it or drop any of it because that's not the way it works. You can't just hand select how you treat things and oh, we're going to give people an excuse. No, I'll file a countersuit. See, I'm not giving no options. I'm going to make sure that justice is served. Believe that. So you're talking to Tyree Sneed. The Sneeds, you know what we are? We're just
Yeah, you're pieces of shit. Going way back. Generations
Way back.
of pieces of shit.
Don't make us
That whole
read it out
Sneed-
again.
Who was it? Boyle or Boyd? The Sneed
He-
Boyd feud.
He
That
got
started-
cheated on and then
That was
shot.
started because your ancestor got cooked. Some dude stole your ancestor's wife and took off with her. Joey, that's what you come from.
True.
I am vengeance.
No,
You understand? Yeah, I would keep my name out your mouth if I was you. Whoever you are, I don't care.
I'm
That goes for
starving.
anybody. I don't play. And like I
It's like sometimes he opens his mouth and you can't see any teeth, and he looks like a blow-up doll, like the world's worst blow-up doll.
said, I ain't never.
Remember when
Yeah.
Sheriff said it
Right
looked
there.
Right there, you
Remember
can't see a single.
like? Remember
fucking
when
piece of
Sheriff
it.
said it looked like a flashlight?
A flashlight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sheriff.
It does. Now that he's got this fucking cowl on and everything, oh god, it's the world's worst flashlight.
He's a walking
Ran to a
flashlight.
courtroom for any of my problems. I ain't ran to nobody for my problems.
Oh,
Ever.
dude.
Like I said,
you
these
lie.
people, they've had every given ample opportunity.
Anybody that shows
Just
you
like you see me.
kindness, you're like, can I sleep on your couch?
Hey, hello,
Yes,
I love
baby.
you. Can I sleep on your couch?
Dun, dun.
Hello,
Buddy, I don't
I
know.
love you. Can I sleep on your couch?
The first millipede
Out
I
here in
saw was the one you found the other day. I don't know where they live, baby.
Streets by myself, dolo every day, and I call out every single one of these little
Ooh.
punks, and they do nothing. So, like
Finger
I said,
talking.
you all took the cop out. You had every opportunity, and you ran from me.
He's
You
gonna
ran
get
every
mad.
single time.
I
And the
hope the
public
fuck he
is going to
does.
know you all for the cowards you are while you sit in jail. Okay? No, I give everyone equal opportunity, right, to stand up and be a
Drone-
man or a
drone
woman.
bird.
You want to claim that you tough and you gangster? Let's see it. Right? See, people don't understand.
It
These
was
people, the
yesterday,
reason
like
they run their
this
mouth.
time he went nuts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been sitting in this chair for 24
So much online is because they're terrified of me.
I know. I wake up, I get up, take the dog out, get something to drink. Sit
Then
down
we're
in
like,
the chair,
I'm a sheriff. And then we get on and, yeah.
fire up the computer, and I'm like,
And then
"All
we're
right."
together. And then we're
It's
together the rest
it's
of the day and night.
Yeah, it's guaranteed between 1 and 2 p.m. Eastern. He's gonna fire one up. Well, at least Rich took the first shift today. I didn't have to.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Hey,
Rich.
Rich.
And the
Thank
more
you,
you
Rick.
run
Rich took the 4.5 hour stream.
in your mouth, the more evidence you give me, the easier
Yeah.
you make this lawsuit to win. Like, no, bro, I don't get
Already.
different rules than the rest of the citizens in the U.S.
Well, don't
It's been
touch him.
going on way too long.
Probably
It's
bite.
unbelievably illegal what they're all
Yes,
doing.
It's currently
And,
80 degrees
like I
Fahrenheit.
said, we're going to make sure
83%
that
humidity.
we use the legal
Where he's
system
at?
and that they're
Yeah.
Yo, what time is it over there?
An hour
2,
behind
3,
us.
4 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
They're brought to justice the correct way through the legal system. We're handling everything the right way. So at the end of the day, I love
Yeah.
being me. There's
His
nothing you
eyelashes
can
are
say to me.
vibrant
I'm in
today.
shape. I'm strong as hell. I'm out here. I just set my 8th world record. I think I might have set more than that. I gotta go back
Wow.
and
He
try to
just went from
recollect, 'cause
7
I'm
to
gonna-
8 while talking.
Also, Shamrock, I think you missed it before you found your headset. He said that he did, when he set world records,
Uh-huh.
he set an additional world record because he did it while he was wearing his armor. So that's even more special.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, apparently. I don't tell him that, he can also count the water in his pocket.
Oh God.
gonna start forgetting, but I
When you said
tangibly
that-
hold 8 world records already.
Oh
Right?
God.
He's
I'm
up to
sure there's
8.
more. I
His check's up to 170 and his world records are up to 8.
just haven't looked at the videos and understood that was a world record. So
Did he talk about
8-time
one
world
arms this
record.
morning? I can't remember.
I think he mentioned it on Rich's.
I mean, technically he did if he says he has 8 world records. One of those is his one arm
Yeah, but
push-up.
specifically,
Specific,
talking
yeah.
about the one arm.
Oh, okay.
I want to say he mentioned it on Rich's, but I'm not sure. I was zoned a lot.
Did
But
you
Rich
think he
did restream the one I did last, the one we did last night, the late
Yeah.
night one too. He redid that, so I don't know if he mentioned it. So
mentioned me again?
Oh
I
yeah,
think
he was.
we'll get one.
He mentioned you by name 3 times, and he mentioned Frost.
Oh God, we don't even have.
Tyree Sneed, the Batman, right? And y'all is sitting there sleeping on me. And we're
Shickles, you mean his 18 gauge armor? Is that what you're talking about?
wasting your time, right? Federally indicting yourselves, incriminating yourselves on federal charges. Like I said, time is precious.
I'm pretty sure 18 gauge steel isn't that the same thing they use for like Campbell soup cans, shit like that.
Remember, time, like Steve said, is your most valuable commodity, correct? And you waste all of your time every day. 24 hours in a day, and you waste all of it. All of them. All of them still don't have a business like me. I'm the CEO of my own media company. And
Dave,
several
pause it
companies.
for a
Am I right?
second.
What's up?
I just asked the baby. I said, what if Grandpa and your dad started dressing up like Batman and
Mhm.
walking down the street, and they thought that they had the powers of like the Batman in the movies? He's like, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it.
He ain't no dummy.
Mm-mm.
A sheet of 18 gauge steel is 1.214 millimeters thick.
All right.
All
based
right,
on
let's go in the
tinfoil.
house. It's hot out
Tinfoil.
here.
Yeah, he thinks it'll stop bullets. He probably couldn't even stop a bayonet charge.
I think the plastic that he's wearing right now would be more beneficial than 18 gauge steel.
Record label.
Come on, let's go in the
Sneed,
house.
Cashless
It's
Pain
hot.
Records all day, right? Cashless Pain.
There we go. Hadn't heard that one in a while.
Rewind it.
Cashless Pain, right? We make the best music. Cashless Pain, right?
Shit like this is my favorite part of
right?
these
We make
streams.
the best
Holy
music in the world.
shit!
Went worldwide.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
That's what I call it when he's trying to start a Dodge on a cold morning.
Independently, there's a
Dead
honk from the
battery.
highway. I have real fans, as you can see. This is not music promotion. Like I said, I am the biggest star you've seen thus far and you will ever see. So you can't downplay me anymore, Doc Simony. You can't try to dismiss reality and drink it all away, okay? Okay, out the
Doc
alcoholic.
Simony hasn't
You
talked to
can't
you in
blame
I
it
don't know
on
how
the alcohol.
long. Years,
Alcohol.
bro.
You can't do that no more. Now you got to blame yourself. You
Oh,
understand
God.
the fact that you failed in everything and you're not rich and you have no money. See what I'm saying? You lean on a support system off everybody.
You could punch
forever.
it with a screwdriver.
You
I
understand?
mean, I would never get online and brag that I'm rich, but I definitely have money.
Yeah.
When they look into everything, and this is just my guess and my hunch, when they look into everything,
But that doesn't matter because you said money ain't shit. Cash don't matter, right? Right? Isn't that what he said?
Does when you want a hot dog, right, Batman?
Yeah, I tried to go down to the Quick Trip and buy a hot dog with equity, and they just looked at me funny.
Well, dress like Batman next
I'll
time.
try that next
How
time.
many hot dogs have you guys eaten this week?
A few.
I've had a couple.
Yeah, I think I've had 3 or 4.
I'm willing to bet that all
Thanks to CIA and his hot dog fund that he's been requesting for. Appreciate it.
y'all is involved in a lot of illegal underground criminal activity because I can tell by looking at you, and I'm a prophet, and I can see through illusions. And when they investigate these issues, which they will, I will make sure they will. I'm not letting them get around it. When they actually look into it, right? And Batman may be looking into it himself because I'm going to have that authority and position to do so. Yes. So when we look into everything, right? And Batman is the world's greatest detective, and he figures out what you've been up to and what you've been doing and how you.
Yeah, DZ. I mean, I think in this economy, I would consider rich to be like multiple millions of dollars. We ain't that. And the only time we ever brag about anything is to this fool, just because it sends him into a tailspin.
Made any money. If all that stuff is illegal, well, that adds to your prison time. So all of you, basically, your future is prison.
Okay.
My future is being successful, happy, and free. How do you like them apples? Don't ever repeat my words to me. Don't ever tell me things that aren't true. That's also considered a legal statement. You go.
Okay, you're actually
Wait,
Batman.
repeating your words back to you is fucking illegal?
Yeah,
Is
you're
that what
actually
this idiot
you're
just
actually
said?
Batman, Joey.
Wow, Joey, you're
to
a
jail
bitch.
for that as well. Everything I'm telling you is a concrete fact. I have all the evidence right here. I do not have to deal with peasants and commoners. I don't run to other people for my issues. They're irrelevant. I go to a lawyer. I file a federal lawsuit, right? And everybody goes to prison. I own YouTube. And like I said, YouTube and Google will have to pay me a massive settlement. I have never begged.
Why would they pay you a settlement if you own them? You're paying yourself a massive settlement?
I have never asked for anything from anybody, nor is that a form of me asking. I'm not like young Pharaoh who was thirsty as hell to try to file a lawsuit, and then he sold his soul to the devil and tried some fake stuff and still was nobody and nothing. Like, y'all have to do all that to get a little bit of fake money, Mason money, sell your soul. You sold your soul. You got dissed on wax, never responded. Young Pharaoh is soft as hell. My song was amazing, right? And he's never been rich for real, and it will never have anything or be anything. Then you got yourself in a bunch of legal trouble. I'm sure you're still going through it. And then you wanted to get on panels and act tough. These people are a joke. That's the thing. To feel like you're competing, you're not competing, you're begging. Young Pharaoh begged. The dude that all these dudes, there we go, another honk from the highway. These dudes who are all making the headlines right now,
honk in the bank.
Look what culture and group they are, and look how they stay begging for money. I've never begged for anything, man. I literally have an
You stood in the street and screamed at the top of your lungs yesterday that you were hungry.
Bats get hungry. Bats don't have no fruit.
Expressionless face every day. I get up as a man and I go work hard. I don't ask, I don't beg for nothing. What are you talking about? See, so the facts have been straight. Everybody's been set straight with the facts. So what do you mean? Like I said, I look good. You don't. It is what it is, man. Feel me? Like I said, when we talk, we got to be fair, man.
Dude, speaking of hot dogs, I need to make an updated little Joe D with the bat mask and everything.
You can't cover up the truth, especially forever. You got to acknowledge reality and say the truth. It's just that simple. It is not a choice. Feel me? And this is not entertainment at all. This is not reality TV. So right now is the time that you can donate, and I can grab me something to eat, right? And that's your job. That's all y'all's job. Because you're a viewer. You're watching it, right?
It's your job to feed your fucking self. Dumb fuck.
Doesn't it look like this is a picture and somebody cut out the mouth? It's just it's like extra dark in there. It's crazy. It's all the decay. Also, shout out to Blue earlier who asked on Rich's if is one arm pull up code for masturbating in a public restroom.
And I'm gonna address every single one of you to your face and press you about it. Yes. No, I'm not an entertainer.
Oh, I can't wait, bitch.
I'm a gangster. I'm running a business here. If you don't want to support me, don't watch me. I don't need.
Are you talking about the CIA that he disabled requests?
Your views, I'm getting them. I don't need none of you. All y'all can unsubscribe to me. Get on. All y'all are addicted and obsessed, and you can't stop watching, right? Why? Because I have a gift. I deserve to be compensated for my gift.
It's fun to make fun of you, Joey.
I don't care when it is, but they're going to pay
trolls,
me.
Joey. This is what we
Troll
do.
me.
This is how we do
I'm not
it,
these
Joey.
other folks. They're gonna have to give me millions.
Oh,
You understand? So again, y'all need to be quiet, hit that cash up, do your job. All right?
Okay. I'll hit
Thank
the
you,
cash app.
commoners. Thank you, peasants. Way down there, way below me. How are you doing? Again, I know exactly what I'm doing. Everything is real. What I spit, it's not fake. I don't ask nobody for permission to be me or do anything.
Now,
I
what
don't
you spit is like abscess infection.
shrink. Okay? I don't shrink for nobody. Know where I'm at for other people to feel comfortable. This is how I made a name in this game.
Of course you shrank, son. Look at this. Your face takes up like a third of this mask. Look how far out to the side it goes.
This is about pride. This is about self-preservation. This is about success. This is about spirituality. This is about growth. These people are just stuck. They have stunted growth. They can't grow. Feel me? I just set 8 world records in my sleep. Done things no human's ever done on the face of the earth. And them scrubs are so jealous, they asking me silly questions like, can you do 10 pull-ups front, and back? Come on, dog. Come on, you're not serious, right? I did 200 pull-ups on camera. I hold the world record for pull-ups. No one can ever walk this planet again and say that they have a pull-up world record. I
All right.
am the holder.
I'm sending him a
Official.
$2 request for. I need a hot dog for Shamrock right now.
Thank you.
And
Let's
forget
fucking
Guinness. I don't need
go.
anything from you. I don't
Let's
need
We
your
were
validation.
unable to
I'm not
request
asking.
cash from
You
Sham
understand?
Light.
I don't need
Ask
you
them
to
to
give
send
me
you cash
your fake
instead.
accolades. 'cause
I
y'all
didn't
liars.
even send one yesterday. I'm blocked before I even been blocked. Or you
Yeah.
blocked everyone.
Yeah, I think he turned off requests so
Okay.
that nobody can request from him.
That's awesome.
Lie about everything. All them companies
What's
do.
in the bag?
Nobody respects Guinness. Tell them I said it. Next.
Joey, they're the keeper of the world records. You can't just say nobody respects them because they're the record keepers.
Like I said, people are funny, man. People
Yeah,
are
DZ,
seriously funny, bro.
there's nowhere to
Y'all want
bounce
to
to
sit
from
there
here.
and look for an issue and find everything wrong. But recordsetter.com put up a fake record because I hold the world record for dumbbell curls at 90 pounds. Y'all put up a dude who used fake weights. There's not a human
Fake
being in this
weights.
world who can curl 99.9 pounds or kilograms for reps. You're insane. You're funny as hell. Huh. I don't care what they on. It's impossible. You're funny. Okay? I know strength, bro. Trust me. I study this and do this for a living. Y'all
I've
fools is
studied
nowhere
strength.
close to me. That dude they put up, he's nowhere close to me. Y'all are funny. Real talk. This is the problem with people in these companies. These companies all have jokey people, right? And clowns working for them. And they think they can keep up with their clown act. The charade is over. You jokers have been exposed. You were excommunicated.
Wait, did he
Try
just spit
again.
a little bit there?
Been exposed.
It's raining.
Okay.
You were excommunicated by a gang of psychopaths. And you lost. And I hold 8 world records. And you have nothing. And you still can't afford a hot dog. I came back to win. Remember I told you? And now you have my permission to go to prison and get everything you deserve. God is real. Boy, like I said, I put fear in the people who tried to put fear in the hearts of innocent folks. I don't play games with nobody. What's up? I'm on it. I'm on all of y'all. I'm on you. You know what? What's good? Keep running.
Off
All
of me.
y'all running. See, these fools thought I was playing. I'm not the type you disrespect. I forget nothing. People disrespect me. I
Getting
show up
fired
and
up.
appear like Candyman. Y'all are funny.
Fire it
You
up.
understand? I'm not the
Fire
one on the
it up.
mob. Keep my name out your mouth. You feel me? So yeah, like I said, we're gonna keep on doing our thing. We're gonna keep on winning, right? And we just gonna keep on being the boss that I am, all right? Boss.
Little
Hold on real
JoJo
quick. I'm gonna check
Sneewa.
that Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo real quick.
Yeah, check
And
it.
if y'all don't
Hold
donate nothing, I mean, it is what it is.
Check
not
those
gonna be mad about
$0,
nothing.
Joey.
You understand? I got to do the best I can right now and do what I got to do.
It's
Just
funny.
that
As,
simple. It is
right after I
absolutely
just say I'm
unbelievable
fucking
how these people want to
sending the
hide
money
and say
or
we don't
request.
feel this way, but they can't donate a dime. That's crazy. Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up.
That's
it
stuck
still-
in my head now too. I can't not stop saying that every time.
Is it still at 0, Joey? Come on, Joey. Give us an update. How many zeros are in your account?
0.0 blue top. Bleh.
Can I cash app him a honk? How great would that be? Send him a message and he opens it up and just honks at him.
An audio file? What's this?
Uh-huh. Good job, Joey. Ho ho.
So yeah, like I said, man,
I'm broke.
these fools is funny. Like I said, they continue to just sit there and not donate,
Yeah.
and then act
That's what
like
we're
they're
doing.
proving a point. You're not proving any point. You're proving that you're petty. Like
Honky
I said, no, I took a chance
honk.
to advance in all this. That's what you do. That's why I'm so far ahead of you, and that's why I own more equity than any fake celebrity, anybody, or more than the president. I'm richer than the president right now. In actual reality, you folks, you have to get up and work a 9 to 5 every day. I don't. My job is Batman. I don't have to have a job. I'm already rich. See, I'm retired. You people are funny. See, rich is wealth. See, if you make the right investments, people are going to be jealous of you because
Well,
you're
I
always
can't
going to
feed
have nothing to
myself, but
buy.
hey, it's a good time to retire. You dumb fuck.
Hey, Shammy, was it Noodles that was going to draw us some Joey art?
Yes,
Did he ever do that?
he did not.
We need to get in touch with him because DZ's
Yeah.
talking about wanting like a professional looking Joey Batman comic book cover. We know a guy, DZ. We'll get back in touch with you.
See, how would it not be a genius move of me? You can't speak on me. You weren't set up and targeted like me. So you just got to be fair in conversations. You got to acknowledge what's what. You can't just sit there and act like, oh, these things didn't happen. No,
So
I've had
stupid.
a different set of rules applied to me than anyone in the world. No, you people tagged every vehicle I had. You thought it would make me lose them. You thought they were going to tow them. No, I paid for the tows, over 115 bucks each tow, put them in my lot, negotiated the
Oh, I thought he meant he paid for like his own toes.
contract.
Joey,
I pay
what
over
if you Joey, if you've got your own car lot, why are you paying yourself a monthly fee for the car lot? And why are you paying money to tow cars to your own car lot?
$100 every month for it because of you. What are you talking about? That's another thing that'll get brought up in court. Like I said, all these departments will probably have to pay me a ton of money and a cash settlement because you're costing me money, brother, with your nonsense. Like I said, you did all that intentionally. When people would get triggered and pressed on
Babe.
here when I was talking,
Hey,
Yeah.
babe,
Mhm.
look in your back chat. Here is show the video. This is his drawing of Corey. He did with the bird
Oh,
and the
okay.
window and Corey drinking vodka. This is
Right.
just a little bit of what Noodles does.
All right, let me pop it up here.
Excuse me. Hope I didn't do that in everybody's ear.
It's okay. We'll forgive you. All right. Do we see this? Yeah. So this is some art that he did of Corey drinking some vodka out of the bottle. He's done some very like comic book worthy.
Here, I'm gonna give you
sketches
the page
before.
and you can go through it. You could go through it. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to you. You could just go through his shorts there and they're the thumbnails.
All right. Let me see. Do you see that? All right. Yeah, it's up here. So you see like this. Let's see, I don't know if he has any more done. Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are just doodles. He's amazing.
So yeah, he's got some skills. And he did say that He was going to do a request for Shamrock, so we can request him to do a Joey bet.
Yeah. Anyways. He did one of Joey blowing his. Yeah, we all know that do not donate. Ladies do fart. I don't know where that myth came from.
There, let's get back to our friendly neighborhood hobo bet.
When they would do it, they've calculated every move they made. 100%. No, when you use these agencies, like you know what,
And he's still rolling.
dogs,
Oh,
right?
God.
That's illegal as hell. Every little thing that's happened these past years, it's documented to some degree. It's been spoken on. You understand? So, like, it's pretty easy to prove everything. Y'all, yeah, look at that nonsense. Look at that nonsense. Yeah, be quiet. Look at that nonsense. That's what they do. Make a bunch of noise when you're saying the truth they want to cover up because they all in it.
He sounded just like Candy now, I
Totally
swear.
candied out.
Listen to that. Out here trying to block my phone with microwaves.
Like I said again, I don't care about this matrix. All you fools can move out my way. I'm going to keep on winning. So I'm going to state it again. All them things, when y'all tag a vehicle, all that, y'all have to have that on your records. If you don't, that's another illegal felony. That's a crime. You cannot have records disappear. That's illegal. So everything has to be on file. Everything.
Let's
When I gave
speed
the
him up a
names,
little
that
bit.
has to be on file. If not, that's corruption. That's a felony. You understand? Yes. And if they actually do investigations, it's very easy to figure out who I talked to on the phone, who was there, who I was speaking with, and who deleted the records, or who said they were writing names down and didn't. See, these people don't understand. I don't care if it's 30 years go by. I forget nothing. There are people who are about to lose their job and go to
It
prison.
does not matter if you forget nothing, Joey. There's a thing called a statute of limitations. Even if your made-up charges weren't bullshit, you have a limited time to act on them.
Trust me on that. I don't care who you are. You understand? No, it was everybody wanted to come for me and blah, blah, blah. Wanted to try to set me up over and over. And y'all tried to take half of everything I own. Right. You came for me. You came for everything I got. You came for me and my beautiful what? Right. So come on, bro. So now I'm turning around, right? And I'm turning around the right way and coming back with a vengeance, all legal, the legal right way, and handling things the right way. But I'm on everything and everyone. And I'm shutting them down. You see what I'm saying? All of them. These people are terrified of me everywhere I go for good reason. You should be. Real talk. I'm walking karma. These people don't get it. You can't touch me. I
You're
operate
a
above
walking dumpster fire. Look at that. You need two halves of a coconut to clop together while you walk down the street.
the heads for real. You have never seen a bigger deal than what I'm doing here.
You
And they
ever
wanna
pull a
talk
sheet
about
over your head while you're laying in
170
bed in
ain't
the
a lot of
morning,
money.
and
Really?
then draw it over your eyes so the sunlight coming through the window doesn't. You just want to lay there and enjoy it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
No.
You upset the dogs.
Because I mean, every check I've made has been great money. $170 is good money. So I'm about, is that
Joey, that's good money if you made it in a day, not in 3 months.
in a month? There's not one of you on here that makes $170 in a month. Please stop. You're funny. You get a government check.
Joey, do you even know how numbers work? I'm beginning to think you don't.
Bro, you don't make anything. You don't work. You're on here 24 hours a day. Boy, stop lying. What?
Well,
Yeah,
stop.
$170 is a lot of
This
money.
check
You
started
can't talk down on anything
accumulating
I have.
in
You tried to
April.
talk down on a Porsche that cost $25,000
Yeah.
that you wanted to drive. Boy, stop it. And that was the same people. The
But we all have jobs and we could afford to donate, but we don't have jobs and we can't make 150 in a month.
people from those corrupt departments took my Porsche for a joyride. Yeah, all of them. They all corrupt cops. They all corrupt. I don't know what y'all doing now, and I don't care. I could care less. I'm not forgetting about the
Is
past.
that the corner where you
continue to
can't
expose
figure out all the street signs?
Where it just spins around in circles and
Yeah, one way,
All of you.
yield.
You understand? If
Fucking-
people are trying to be cool, they
don't make no sense.
want to be friends. There's nothing
Why is
wrong
that
with
red
that. That's
triangle?
cool. You know what I mean?
Get these red triangles out of here. They perping.
But I'm not going to forget the past and everything that's happened whatsoever. I'm going to continue to make sure that everybody who's
Just a
corrupt
mere
loses their
flesh
job
wound.
and sits in a cell in prison. I assure you. And I'm not a nice guy about it. I literally have no mercy, no remorse, no nothing. And I'm a primal force. I'm not letting go of nothing. You understand? So, like I said, it is what it is. Let people do what they do. You feel me? Because the fact is, at the end of the day, they want to act like I'm like them. I've never been like y'all. Y'all some cowards. Y'all want to sit around and talk and play patty cake and hold hands by the campfire and sing kumbaya. You soft. That's why all they know how to do is, oh, let's try to get him aggravated, right? Blah, 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 blah,
Fuck
blah.
yeah.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah,
Same
blah,
one who's
blah,
hating
blah.
on me because I was like, y'all some cowards. Y'all want to sit around and talk patty cake and That's why all they know how to do is, oh, let's try to get him aggravated, right? Blah 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 blah. Let's try to get him aggravated, right? Blah 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 blah.
This is all I hear, Joey. This is all I hear
Right.
every time Joey opens his mouth.
Shamrocks gets
Right.
so pissed.
Cowards. Same ones who's hating on me because I was the youngest dude out here. I'm the best looking in the world. Own 14 vehicles. The lady just waved at me.
Blah blah
Well,
blah
you
blah
guys
blah.
lied.
Oh,
And
she waved at me.
I own 14
honk.
vehicles, all luxury whips. These people said I had a downfall.
No, did you hear what he said?
I don't have
Probably
a downfall. I'm
probably
the
a guy's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I've ever done in life. I've evolved. I'm the strongest I've ever been. The strength is what matters. I make my money through strength. See, I'm the money maker. I am the money. Right. That $170 is what you're upset at. That's a lot of money, Duke. A lot of money, right? Right? Yeah, 170. That's great, man. God told me
That's
this.
not a lot of fucking money. It's not a lot of fucking money.
Well, Shamrock, if you have 170,
I mean,
quite a lot.
fuck. Fucking
for
A.
somebody who
just
can't
can't
afford a
take
jar of
it.
peanut butter, it's a lot of money. Joey's contemplating eating rocks and blades of grass right now. So, $170 is a lot of money. He can't wait till he gets home. He's going to see if that chameleon's still there, and he's going to roast it on a stick.
Hopefully the cat doesn't eat it.
Yeah,
Keep building it more. It's going to be over 170.
this
Every
cat
Oh,
out here,
shit.
this cat out here hating on me.
Hey,
Eat
I
my
Here's what's
forgot.
chameleon.
going to happen.
He raped that cat last night. That was in question.
You're going to make however much. Let's say you do make $170. Here's what's going to happen. Your shorts are going to be filled with the newest armor piece that you bought, okay? Maybe you'll buy yourself a chain, and then for like a week and a half, you're going to fucking post every time you eat. You're going to show us and then you'll be back. You'll be back at go.
See,
Again.
what I'm hoping
At
happens
start.
is that $11 he's got in his checking doesn't last, and he gets overdrawn to the tune of 60, 70, $80,
Uh-huh.
and then half his check disappears as soon as he gets it. That's what I'm hoping to happen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I love it when that happens. Oh
Every
my
time
god.
they talk, I get blessed more. Don't ever talk down on somebody. God will bless them in front of your eyes. What are you worried about the 170 check for? That's irrelevant.
God took him out and blessed him behind the woodsheds. What God did.
Don't worry about that.
I know.
Worry about the 6.8
Tell us
million.
how pure God is blessing you. Tell us.
Well, look at this fancy goiter guard that he's got here.
It looks like he's storing like some dry socks in it.
Yeah, that's it's like a feed bag. He just pulls it up over his mouth.
And it's bird
Thing is already
seed.
Yes, it's like full of birds.
Dum-dums.
It's full of bird seed.
negotiated. That's already.
He goes to the park and he waits for people to throw bread out for pigeons, and he like scoops it up.
Look at
He
that.
runs out and gets it.
Yeah,
Screenshot that.
yeah, we're gonna
Got it.
grab this.
Got it.
Do-do-do-do.
I'm gonna beat you. No, I'm not.
Are you?
No, not even gonna
Okay.
try.
That wasn't even in the right Discord there. All right.
Ooh. See, no, you're not making sense. You want to talk about my money, right? You want to pocket watch, right? Okay, pocket watch the fact that we're looking at potentially $30 to $50 million.
What?
Oh, you heard that dog? You see that?
Oh no. Reminded. I want to see him get scared.
It went poof poof, and now he's staring over there.
He will look behind his shoulder now for the next
Pocket
100
watch
yards.
the fact that we're looking at potentially $30 to $50 million. Hi, Fido. 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 Fido.
Keep an eye on it, Joey.
Fido.
Yeah.
Fido.
They're quick. They'll sneak up on you.
Away. Fido.
See, now he's singing to himself to calm
Yeah.
himself.
So yeah, like I said,
He's self-soothing.
yeah, worry about the fact that God's about to give me billions of dollars while you want to see me
Is he back there,
not
Joey?
eting and not doing
See,
well.
now he looks
Like, you're
down
corny.
because he's
Like I
scared to
said,
death.
no, we can all see what's going on. We can see
See how
the kind of
fast he's
treatment that
moving
they
now?
want from me and what they're trying to do. That's all fine, but I believe in God. I never lost my faith. Not now,
Did
not
the
ever.
same shit
And I want
yesterday.
people to remember me for that. No matter how dark it gets, it's been dark lately. It's dark now. You know, it looks impossible. But you know what? Bane was wrong about hope. Hope is what you hold on to. Hope is how.
I just
got
want to
myself
say
back.
this too, and this is dark. You know how many serial killers believe in God? You know how many horrible things have been done by humans in the name of God?
Killing in the name of.
There you
Yeah,
go.
first time.
Megadeth
Literally, I
wrote
felt
one
like
of the
that, man.
greatest metal songs ever made. Probably the best ever made. Holy Wars.
Yes.
Punishment due. Yes, sir.
And I signature bonded myself out. I did it all by myself. I didn't have nobody. I didn't have no help. People don't care about me. The other time I went in there, I was going through this physical stuff. Anything could have happened to me in there. None of these people cared. They didn't put up anything to try to bond me out. They weren't going to take any risk with me, like knowing that I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. No, nobody did nothing for me. They just left me in there. I had every person in there saying, man, your people, your family sucks. They don't do nothing for you. Exactly. Ain't nobody in my family ever done nothing for me. Get that right. These folks do nothing. They don't even want to see me eating. Boy, stop it. I'm in the most discriminate place on the planet. You better get real with yourself. $170 right now is amazing. You're crazy, and you don't make that, nor do you have that. How are you going to talk down on something you don't have? See, that's that pettiness. I don't play like that. You understand? You want to have a conversation. You want to pocket watch. Let's grow up, be mature, and come on the panel and speak about it. Right?
Well,
yeah, all that. Oh,
let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
joke around. You're not joking around. You're jealous of that money.
Speaking of
Right, good.
$170, Rich
So like I said,
fucking
these
last
folks,
couple
they
days
have no
he's
money.
been
The
talking
penguin
about doing
has no money.
dabs,
He's
and I
broke.
haven't done
Guarantee he
dabs
doesn't
in
have
a couple
$170.
years. So
Guarantee
later
it.
on today, I'm
Neither
gonna
does
go
the
down
weird
to the
brother.
smoke shop
None of
and get
y'all.
a
I'm not in
draw,
competition with you, man. I've told you this too many times.
re-up on
Walk
some
away. Go
dabs.
your own way,
I
bro.
miss it.
Find something to do. Find a hobby. Go get an ant farm. I don't care what you do.
Go get an ant farm.
Sector ant farm.
A sector ant farm.
I'm here winning. I'm here succeeding, and they want me to be in a different energy because they're
Nobody
upset
loves
because
you.
I'm winning.
Your own family doesn't want you to eat, but you're winning. Okie dokie.
All they do is bluff. Ain't none of y'all gangsta. Ain't none of y'all tough. Y'all all know what it is. Why do I have to remind you? I don't need to remind you. I don't need to keep reminding you. That's weird. You understand? You know what it is, man. I'm talking out here in these streets. They're all talking behind computers and phones because they're scared. That's reality.
No, we're talking about behind computers and phones because we're well off, we're comfortable, and we don't have to be out in the streets.
Batman runs the streets. It's 100% real. Y'all want to act like it's just a thing in Brownsville in the Valley. Not at all. I run the streets coast to coast. Literally, right now. I've been in every city across America almost.
Also, walking down the street does not equal running the streets.
What are you talking about? I've been a local legend everywhere I've ever gone. Not just here. So
You mispronounce laughing stock.
at the end of the day, the way the cookie crumbles and the way this goes is when I get all the money and I get the budget, right, from God, and God blesses me, however he does it. And he said it's going to be one blessing after the next, which makes sense.
Did they
It really
make
does.
up?
It makes sense. He says it's all going to come out of nowhere. Don't worry.
Who's that?
Him and God, because he G-teched him 4 times yesterday.
I don't know if they ever officially broke up. I think Joey just had to lay down the law, so he threatened to hit God with a toaster.
About from who, how, whatever, blah, 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 that it's all going to just come and that's it. Hopefully. I hope so, because like I said, I don't get it. I have money in the bank right now. I didn't ask nobody for nothing. I told all y'all to do your job and donate because I'm running this entire thing being Batman. Are you serious? Do you hear yourself how you sound? You know how much money goes into the budget of me being Batman? What? I expended a $1,300 bat cycle, bro. I go through equipment like nothing.
And what'd you
You're not
do with
making
it? How'd you treat it? You had that $1,300 bat cycle, which we all know you got for about $350 on OfferUp. And then what'd you do with it, Joey?
Garbage.
You broke it on purpose and parked it behind your mom's house.
I'm running an entire project here. That's amazing. Why don't you say congratulations, bro? I wish that I could even dream of doing all that you do. What I do takes literally at least 1,000-man army. Literally. I don't get what you're saying. You want to talk about 1,000 men versus a gorilla? Try 1,000 men versus.
It was 100 men versus a gorilla, Joey. And I wish you were one of those 100.
Batman. That's a little bit more realistic. You understand? Y'all are funny. Like, real talk. Y'all are seriously funny. You want to know who could defeat a gorilla? Batman. Real talk. Pretty easily, too. That's the funny part. Pretty easily. You don't seem to get it. This Batman is going to have the grappling thing at some point.
Yeah, red screen. That was the one I called the Panama Jackoff.
So
Around the corner
dumb.
here. Going to be able to attach the buildings and climb and fly. I'm going to be picking myself up while I'm on buildings. Just like you see these workouts. Why do you think I'm doing it? I'm going to have my own harnesses. I'm going to be harnessing myself.
I'm going to be harnessing myself.
Things like, yeah. We're
His
going to have to
fucking
deal with
sex
heights a little
swing.
bit at some point.
Oh my God. Sheriff said what I was thinking.
Please harness yourself to a building and swing off of it.
But I'm going to ease into it until I get a little bit more used to it. And
We are the knights that say neat.
I'm going to ease into it. I'm just going to start with just the tip, and I'm going to ease in.
Okay,
I never
babe,
deal with
stop.
heights that are like way too high. Like, that's pointless. I'm not going to do all that. But like I said, I mean, I don't know. I may end up flying. I'm sure I'm going to have to figure out how to drive.
I love it when he's just out of this world delusional and says something
When
like that.
You
They
see,
I
end
it's
up
might
like-
fly. I'm gonna be flying. You don't know.
May end up bleaching my butthole.
when he's just going to be a retarded flying squirrel.
Sure.
Hey, you don't know. I'll shave off the butt, fro.
Sheriff, that's more likely though. Him bleaching his butthole is way more likely.
So I gotta write a song now about bleaching
No,
my butthole.
no. Yeah. Good
So
song
I don't know.
title.
Maybe I will.
I
I
wonder what's inside your butthole.
have no idea. You know, I'm not. I don't know God's plan. I'm just the vessel He's using.
But it
You
involves
feel me? But
bleached
yeah, the folks
buttholes.
on YouTube, they're all going to prison. Be quiet. You never had a voice. You for sure don't have a voice now. And now I'm not going to let you talk at all. You've been silent. Moving forward,
Bleach my
like
butthole.
I said, I run this world, man. I run this world. This world is mine. It's been mine for the taking. And I just love it, man. I just love it, bro. I really do. I love it. Here, let's give you a different angle of your boy. Right? Look at your boy. Look at her. Look at him. 8 world
Look
records,
at
boy.
her.
Catch up. Huh? Catch
Look
up.
at her.
Yeah, billions in equity, mansion and estate. What you talking about? Fool?
Oh,
Over
God.
2,000 in jewelry. Yeah, we invest in equity, baby. That's why we never lose. See, that's the thing. That's a genius. A genius is going to
He's
keep
still
grabbing
rolling.
equity and land grabbing, right?
Okay.
And then worry about the money later. You know, nobody cares about the money. The big boys play with
What
equity.
are we,
They
like
put their money in
20
equity.
minutes behind?
See, y'all funny. Y'all want to talk and make no sense. That's why you're broke. That's why you have nothing. That's why
That's
you're
why
all
we're
living on
broke.
Section 8
We
and you're
didn't-
homeless.
Babe,
Right
we're
there.
broke because we didn't spend all our money on cheap costume jewelry.
Oh,
And
okay. That's why we
cat
still
pods.
have money.
That's why we're broke.
That's why we sell money because
That's
we didn't
why-
take it to Vegas and blow it.
That's why we can't afford to eat every single day.
No, we eat
because
good. The one thing we do, we eat good, Joey. Okay.
Good
Look,
in the hood.
Joey, I've said this before. Okay. And it's amazing that this comes from your mouth. You say that me and that guy don't have money because we dress the clothes we wear. We wear Walmart clothes. We don't give a shit. We don't got to spend lots of money on clothing. We don't care. And we don't, you're like, prove it. Go on a vacation. Things that you've never done, you want us to prove. Look, we're happy just to own our house and to own our car and to not have to worry about our bills. We're happy that both of our kids are able to live here and our grandson at 6 months out of the year, and that we can, attend to all of their needs, and that we can eat, and that we have air conditioning. That's all we want. We just want to live comfortably, and that's
But-
what makes us happy.
But Shamrock, wouldn't you be willing to blow all of that just so you could flex on some fool on the internet?
No, fuck the internet.
You need to get your priorities straight, Sham.
That's right.
Oh.
We need to start flexing, living beyond our means.
Maybe you
Oh,
should
okay.
backhand her,
I
snap her
know.
out of it.
I need to live that MC Hammer lifestyle.
There, end of conversation. See, we could have had
Wake
that
up.
conversation one time and move forward. I don't want to hear it again. Be quiet.
He does it.
Stop repeating yourself, man.
Yeah,
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 it's like
yeah,
his protective mantra.
that's his bubble.
Yeah, like some people meditate by saying Om. He
Yeah.
meditates by saying "Mention next to Mexico, 540 on my wrist, 2,000 in jewelry." That's
Yeah.
his little.
We
he's-
poke holes, all of us, you, like you did at the Shamrock Hot Dog Fund, poke holes in his little, his reality bubble. Not reality, but his reality bubble. And then he's got to, blow it back up by saying, 550 on
listening-
my wrist, got him pinned, got my own car lot,
Yeah.
lawn chair in my mom's backyard, shit.
lawn chair. It's just another
Another lawn chair high, just
And it's
another
weird.
lawn chair
Make a
high.
position. Learn how to debate. Grow up. You're an adult. See what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, we're over
I've been sitting at my mom's place talking about tone space.
here winning. And every day I have a winning stream. Like your lack of know-how and
Watching
acting like you
millions
can't
go
think
by and it's
podcast
alright.
is not making me feel any way, brother.
Watching light bugs go by.
All
Cat-
you told me
my cat's
is
in
I
my
made everybody-
chair under the silver moon. Little chameleon, come to
My neck cow blows up like a balloon.
I'm not on some petty energy. I'm not trying to
What are you
win
coming,
anything
Mom?
or
Homo
prove
be
anything
gone
or-
soon.
No, I just know reality. Equity is king. I made solid investments. This is why I'm still good. This is why I have the ability to keep going, right? No, I prepared for inflation way ahead of time. The minute we get to this check on my birthday, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
You don't
and it's a
have
wrap
to
for these
worry
criminals
about
and villains 'cause
inflation,
You're going to prison.
bitch.
You understand?
You
It's a
don't.
wrap.
You put
We already
you don't
made it, man,
pay
like I said.
taxes. You
Y'all
give
just wanna-
nothing into society. Oh my god, I hate this fat.
Keep sitting there in your weird petty energy. It's absolutely pathetic. Acting like you're cheering and rooting
Yeah, it's
against me.
exactly
what
what
is
it is. CIA.
Yeah, see, he has this weird combination of it's not just NPD, that's part of it, but I don't know if he got it from his dad or his mom, but he also has this weird philosophy that he can speak things into existence. It's kind of like the church pastors that think, yeah, you know, you got dominion. You can, if you say and repeat these things often enough, they'll come true. And that's what he does. That's why he thinks if he says that we don't exist, it diminishes our power. And when he repeats all this shit that he says he has, it increases his power.
But it's clearly the opposite, and he's been saying these things.
But he just doesn't, he didn't use enough fairy dust when he said it. So he's got to say it again.
Yeah, but he's been doing it for like 10 years, and nothing has changed. It's not coming true. So why does he still do it?
Because that's his only hope.
Oh, damn, dude.
He's got nothing left.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever, when you were a kid, like the first time you watched Star Wars, you try and use the Force on a pencil on your desk or something, you swear to fuck you can get it to move.
Yeah, yeah.
Shamrock still does
that. Fuck yeah.
Shamrock will point at something and make noises until I get up and get it. So
I do.
it kind of works.
The Force does work. I will. I'll hold my hand out and I'll go, ah.
I'll be like, would you like this remote control? She's like, yes.
The Force does work.
I don't see nobody out here cheering and rooting against me.
The force of this
apparently that's not your energy. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Real,
yeah.
I don't care what people
Shamrock
do,
Force manipulating me.
See, it's got to be able to fly.
You're right, Red Screen. I forgot. I've been trolling.
We don't let nobody get away with nothing.
Years.
That's why every person that these folks have called has been told off, back down to their face, and they were crying. Do your research, ask about me. Do your history. Do your homework, little homie. You understand? Yeah, we backed everybody. I did put everybody down. I didn't waste no time either. Anybody got on my phone playing, I went and saw him immediately. I was already looking for him.
First thing I do,
I'm going to address you to your face. You don't ever
if
play
I
on my
ever
phone.
get to see this fool, like he said he was coming, you know, he's the one that said that he was going to come here face to face. As a matter of fact, he did say he was going to kick down my door and strangle me to death.
I'll tie you to a chair and torture you, and then claim that was self-defense for
and then I'm exactly, and then I'm gonna get a brick and I'm gonna hit you right in your fucking mouth, and I'm gonna say that's for Tiff Draper, and then I'm gonna do it again and I'm gonna go that's for Music Biz Marty. Yep, and then I'm gonna do it again and go that's for Ashes, that's for Frost. Every bad thing you've ever said, every threat you've said to any of my friends.
You're gonna be like Arya Stark with your kill list.
Yes. Yes. Don't piss off little girls, Joey.
See, people want to play games and then think I should lose something for it. Yeah, how? What world? I'm a grown man, dude. I don't got to put up with nothing. I'm not in the wrong. You people are. You know what I mean? Like I said, quit hating. Hating ain't gonna get you nowhere. You understand?
Why is he wearing a neck diaper? Oh, so his armor doesn't kill him. That's right.
Yeah.
He throat checked himself with his own armor.
You think my Adam's apple will be okay, honey?
I bet it hurt because his sticks out quite far.
Yeah, he says that it hurt. And if you notice, we'll play some shorts after this, but if you notice, anytime now when he does a kick, his right hand drops down and holds the chest of the armor to keep it from moving when he kicks.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, because he's gun shy now.
I love when he checks himself. He checks yourself.
He's in an empty park and kicks his own ass. That's great.
And this is what's wrong with the new generation. Y'all are all representatives of what's wrong with the world. You are the problem with the world. When that lady was at that bar and she told, hold on, I'm trying to see something.
Hold on.
When that lady was at that bar
and
she told Tommy Sotomayor, you're what's wrong with the world. That lady was smart as hell. She was spot on. Because all this stemmed from him and his inability to succeed. He's a failure. He always was, and he always will be. And he's homeless. Get that right. I'm not. I own my home. I've owned several estates. Mine.
You do not. That's in your mom's name, and there's a lien on it.
Is there?
Yeah, according to CIA.
I run whole estates, brother.
Oh, shit. I got to go back and look at it.
I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. I'm good. Learn Texas law.
That is news.
So like I said, moving forward, whatever I've secured and grabbed already, we don't worry about that. It's part of why I came down here. Make sure everything was secured. Good. Make sure everybody's okay. That's it. And the plan was to hopefully get
why
back
he's
on the
talking
road
about the church group again? Fucking, I got to go.
Right now, God is training me. That's why he has me here. I'm exactly where I need to be. I already know that, but I'm just ready to go. I'm anxious. I'm excited. I'm just ready. And I'm impatient. I'm tired of waiting. That's all. I want to get this show on the road, man. You know what I mean? I want the money. You know, like I said, these people all watch me every day. Got over 4,000 subs. You're telling me, think about this. Over 4,000 people.
All right, Richard.
Right? And they're lying about my views clearly because there's 4,000 people watching me. It would be impossible for me not to have 1,000 views every live stream if they weren't lying. YouTube is lying. Google is lying. Common sense. They're lying about the short views.
Well, you always lie.
Than what they're paying me. Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi ho. Batman the Frog here.
Somebody confronted him just now. He halted everything. Okay. He could come back mad as hell.
Let's hope.
He did that
You never know.
yesterday. He did this and then he went on the fucking tirade.
Oh, you think somebody's weighing him down?
Could be. I don't know.
Well, let's skip to the loo here.
Some ladies right now.
All right, so
Some
you wouldn't gone
ladies.
too long. Some ladies.
The Golden Girls G-checked me.
All right, see, Batman is smart. I got some fans, some ladies right now, fans, and I told them, because they stopped and talked to me, I told them meet me up there because I don't need anybody just, sitting there, So
What?
I'm gonna walk up there and
He's
see if
giving
they
handies.
pull up and talk to me. That way I can show them the channel and everything. But yeah, they asked me what I do. I explained it. I stand up against corruption. I mean, real thing. Like I said, that was the idea. Like Bruce Wayne told you,
Sorry.
right? He said anybody could be
Hmm.
Batman. It's a fact. And I want to encourage more civilians to stand up for yourself,
Something happened there. That
especially
wasn't a
against
normal
these weak,
interaction.
cowardly people, right? Because a bully is always a coward, man. If you come up against them and you press the issue, they'll back down. You understand? I don't care who they are. They're weak. So that's the point. I stand up to people like that. I protect people, and I do all the real things. So, this is really, really my job and really, really real. And I just can't wait to get up north. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I can't be too wild either. I got to pay attention and be
Albany.
smart because that's what they want. They want me to be in this wild energy. And that's not what this is about, partner. This is not about trying to prove I'm tough. Everybody knows I'm tough. This is about standing up for what's right. Don't worry. There's going to be a bunch of action at
You
some
gotta
point.
fight.
It'll be nonstop action because I'm going to be
Oh, you're
putting
right.
all these illegal organizations out of business.
For
know what I mean? Really?
Albany.
So
Hell yeah, Sheriff.
Another guy. Did you
you
hear
already
that?
know how I do. Let's see if I can get up here if they're over here.
Somebody just said something to him.
There's people on here that
Hold up.
got something against me being human and asking people for money and help. Like, that's crazy. But yet y'all want to make a living.
Oh, is that
off
what he just
donations and
did?
beg to the end of time. That's how
He was
hypocritical
asking
they are.
them for money.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, son. I've never seen such hypocrisy. It is unbelievable. I don't know if they're up here or not. Hopefully.
Oh, he's fucking
But they
begging
seemed
for
interested.
cash.
Oh. But yeah,
He's just being
to
human,
say the
Sheriff.
truth, I do everything that Batman does. It's all 100% real and legit. Official tissue, baby.
Batman does not panhandle. That's not something Batman does.
You know what I mean? This is why I do this, because it helps people. It really does. It helps people. It has a real impact. It gets things done.
Listen to his
is
Halloween
what it
bowl. I wonder if it's going to
Yeah,
start getting
but
faster and faster.
end of
If
the
he's
day,
going to run, if they're going
we're
to
gonna
give him
keep
like
on
$3
doing our
or
best.
something.
Clunk,
To
clunk,
progress.
clunk, clunk.
And move forward. And really about it. I don't know if they're up
Nice.
here or if they
What's up,
didn't
Sticky?
know what I was saying or they left. And we'll find out shortly. But that guy was gawking.
Yeah, I hope he gave him the channel name, then they looked him up and then drove off.
All right, give me a minute here.
Oh, he's getting cash. Let me get a picture with your retarded ass. Here's $2. I mean-
Arms for the poor.
Get here, fake sticky.
Hit the like, y'all.
Yeah, hit the like. Hit my husband's like, y'all, or else.
Is he giving a handy real quick here?
Maybe. He's giving them all one arm
Is-
pull-ups.
Is he going downhill skiing?
He's giving them all one arm full of.
Yeah, he's going for a bit. Oh, wait. Here he comes back.
You working?
Voila. All y'all who doubt God, Y'all are silly, man.
You
Like,
just made
what did I
money.
just tell y'all today? Y'all want to keep on doubting God? Want to keep acting
was
like
gonna
I'm kidding and
boast.
playing? What did I tell y'all today? What did I tell y'all, bro? What did I say word for word, man? Those people
How
were
much
super
is it?
nice. The lady was
How much
super
did he
nice.
get?
I think it's her daughter. She was super nice. Yeah, winning. She was like, grab you something to eat. You know what I mean? See, that's what I'm saying.
God
Like,
damn
people are
it.
good people. You know what I mean? It ain't about nothing else. I'm just a judge of character now. I gotta, see who's who. But I have to say the truth, man. It's not an easy position to be in, but it's what I do. It's my calling. I just answered the calling from God. I surrendered everything to God. Feel me? But yeah, they just got me a little something. Feel me? Like some chips and I think I got a Kit Kat. I know you mad.
Just something to
Right?
rot
These
his
folks
teeth
is
out.
mad. Every time they see me eating something, they mad. These narcs are ridiculous, man. That's the number one thing narcs don't like is hearing you eating and seeing you eating. That's pathetic. Like, these people are so, like, not human.
Oh, it's
Like, what did I
hilarious.
tell y'all today? I said, God told me, and God talks to me, he speaks to me. I sit at the right hand throne of God for real. God told me the blessings are going to come from out of nowhere. He said, don't worry about who or where or when. Just like he's told me before, he said recently, he said, I can send you money anytime. So don't be mad at
I
me,
just don't.
and don't you dare try to discourage me from my path again with God. I'm getting tired of hearing it, man.
Joey, your blessings are a Kit Kat and a bag of chips.
Understand? Why are you trying to discourage a mental giant, a genius who can't be discouraged? It's just pointless. Just don't
As
waste
you
my
shove
time. He's
a
filming.
mouthful of
That's
chips
all I'm
down your
asking.
pie hole.
Just don't waste my time, and we'll be good. You know what I mean? And I'm talking to these folks on the internet. To the people who helped me, shout out to you. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Like I told you, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And like I said, this is why I do this. And sometimes people need help, and I'm man enough to admit when I need help. See, that's the thing. These people, they want to shame me for asking for help. That don't make no sense. Like I said, y'all just want whatever's not conducive for me or good for me. I'm all right, bro. I'm not trying to talk to you, man. To folks like that. What did I tell you? God said, don't worry about where it's coming from, who. It's coming. He told me. He said blessing after blessing.
I was
Y'all just got
flexing
divine
on chips in
confirmation
a
yet
bar.
again from God.
Congratulations.
These people pulled up out of nowhere. I was in the middle of the field walking like I do every day, right? Like nothing going on, right? And they pull up and they talk to me. I said, pull up here. I'll meet you up there because I'm safe and I want to make sure people are safe. That's what you're supposed to do, right? And, I'll talk to you up here. Did the right
Okay,
thing.
how long
Like I
is it
said, I
going to
do
be
God's work,
before
man.
he
That's why
starts
these people are trying
bitching
to give me
about this fucking candy bar and a bag of chips that he won't trust and he's probably going to throw away?
Or he's like, y'all couldn't come off of $50. I mean, what the hell is this? I mean, the candy bar is nice and all, but I can't live off that. I need money.
I give it less than 10 minutes.
and that other energy.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
it takes a little time for it to spin around in his noggin and start to bounce off shit.
Like, nah, bro, I'm here doing God's work and God's will, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Batman is. Y'all still acting like you don't get it. Batman is a little angel. Batman is licensed by God and used by God to save lives and protect people. You understand? Oh, it's definitely going to work. Just like I told her, I said, God's
Saved
going to
my
put it all
life.
together. She was asking me, how do you go about doing all these things? And, what happened in the past with me, what's happened so far, I never asked for any of it, and it sucked going through it. But things really have already happened, and it's just what it was. It was like dealing with Ra's al Ghul. I had to shut down all these illegal enterprises. I had no choice. I was just living my life, standing up for myself. Give her a wave. It's a lady. She was waving. There's too much water out here, man. But
It's too much
What-
water.
that's what I'm
Too
saying,
much
man.
water.
Too much water.
Now, do we know what the wave to honk conversion ratio is?
I've not been keeping track of that.
God told me with the rain comes my blessings. I got me a little bit something here. Got me a cherry Coke too. Like I ain't had a normal meal in like months, bro. I eat all the
Yeah.
small stuff that I can afford. I try to make it last. Like I haven't really gone without until like the last couple of days. But I mean, and I still haven't gone completely without. I've still figured it out a little bit, but I'm thinking about the future.
You haven't eaten your ice cream
I don't want to
yet.
get to that point, what I mean, where I am going without completely, but I'm operating
I mean, it ought to be pretty ripe by now, you would think, right?
on very little, I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? And you see how strong I am with very little to nothing. So that's what you need to focus on. See, you can't make up negatives where there's no negative. You got to just talk.
Here's what I see, Joey. This lady said, get what you want. You haven't had a regular meal in months. I know for a fact gas stations have least the ones around here, you can get sub sandwiches and pizza slices. You can get all kinds of stuff. You could have got a meal, but you picked out a bag of chips and a Kit Kat because
That's true.
mentally you're 5 years old.
Talk about and entertain the positive. Hold up.
A really retarded 5-year-old. By the way, not to be
Yeah, they
mean.
got dropped a lot
I
and
don't know
ate
what the
paint
hell that
chips.
is.
So that's what happened. He didn't actually. They didn't hand him anything. He pulled up over to a fucking convenience store and they went in and bought him some shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't eat it if they handed it to him.
Then I
No.
had an older man. He said hi to me right now. It's all good. Ran into
He
people
loves
that I
talking to older men.
kind of know, right?
I bet that
Who know
brightened
me
his
from
day.
the past a little bit. Said hi. So
Is it the
I
same
just do
old
my
man
thing
that
every
gave
day,
the
man.
water the other day?
Nah, he ain't talking to that guy. He just wants to weigh him down.
You know,
Like I said,
here's
this-
he doesn't deserve the kindness of those people that just bought him food and drink. Okay, because they don't know him. They just see this crazy guy dressed like Batman that's, skinny and, obviously not doing that well. They don't want to give him money because they don't know if he's a druggie. And they just want to make sure that you eat and drink something. You don't deserve
Right.
that
There's no way
kindness.
they're giving you cash.
Yeah. But they still want to help you. They still want to make sure, that you get food and, something to drink. You're a piece of shit. You don't deserve that type of kindness at all.
It
I'm
is
not
a
hating on those people. It doesn't make me mad. It's
it is
just
a is a great honor to say that we have a rich baritone in the chat. Thank you. Rich.
yeah, we love Rich.
Is that rich?
We love our Mr. Baritone.
But yeah, Joey, you're the kind of person that makes me think twice about helping people that I see on the street.
Don't do that.
Because I think, what if this person is like Joey and they don't deserve any of this?
Don't let him make you jaded. Don't let him make you jaded, though.
There was one time when I was working and I was coming out of Taco Bell for lunch, and it was back when you could get like the 79 cent burrito.
79, 80, yeah.
I had like a bag of burritos. And came out of Taco Bell, and there's a guy panhandling in the parking lot. He's like, "Hey man, I'm kind of hungry, blah blah blah. And, could you help me out?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I happen to have a bag of burritos. Have a couple." So I gave it to him, and he looked at it, and then looked at me, and he's like, well, I kind of need some cash. Do you have any cash?" And I was like, "No." And I took my burritos back, and I got in the van and left.
Wow.
It's my job. I do
What
the
a
best I can.
dick.
I do
No, I'm
God's
just
will, and I try to help people, and it's nice when people help me back.
Another quick
I do
one,
a lot,
kind of
man.
the same.
Um,
Sorry. I'm going into a liquor store. Shocking, right? And I come outside. There's a payphone sitting there, and there's this fucking Joey looking motherfucker standing there. And he's like, "Hey man, do you have any change for the payphone?" And I fucking looking at him, and I call his bluff, and I just grab my cell phone. I go, "No, but you can use my phone." And he just turns around and he says, "Fuck you." Fucking just walks away. You fucking jackass.
I used to live in a neighborhood that was kind of sketchy, and there was a liquor store like a block away. And I walked over there one time to buy something. And there was a guy in the parking lot, and he's just like, "Man, I ain't even gonna lie. I need something to drink. Can you help me out?" I'm like, "You know what? Yes, I can. Come
course.
inside, pick yourself out a bottle." So yeah, it's cool. Just be honest. Don't be a dick.
but yeah, truly, I appreciate you and thank you. And
Don't
like
be
I said,
Joey.
we still need everybody to donate on here. That's what will help. You understand? Like real talk. I got to get some money somehow. And like I said, I always do everything the right way. So that's why these folks is upset. Like there we go. There's another honk. Y'all
Another
are
honk.
so obvious on here, man, that you're
Another honk in the back.
They're obvious. They sit there talking to me like they're fooling me. Like, dude, I'm not Cindy Lou Who and this ain't the Grinch. Do I look like Cindy Lou Who to you? Like, come
No.
on. I cannot be gotten over on. Nothing fools me, man. You people are funny, bro. I don't do this for no reason. I'm a literal prophet. You crazy? Like, I'm a
Yeah, Red. I was at work in a different neighborhood that I probably wasn't ever going to be in again, so I didn't really give a shit.
seer, man. I know everything. I'm practically omnipotent. Y'all are funny. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, these fools be trying to pretend on there, right? Like, yeah, you want to say things and plant seeds of doubt. Why? Because that's what the devil does. He uses people to plant seeds of doubt when he sees that you're super close and you're having your breakthrough and you're about to get
FYI,
your
it's going to
blessing.
be a day. He's still going.
Oh my God.
Devil went down to Georgia and he had some seeds to plant.
See, that's what it is.
Bam, bam,
I'm super
bam.
smart. Everything I did because I had to, and I did it for a reason. I made the right decision.
joined by a band of hobos, and it went something like this.
Listen,
Howdy,
y'all
howdy,
been like
how,
dudes, you
how,
can't
how.
if I ain't doing something right, how did God just bless me again? But they not getting blessed because haters can't get blessed. Ooh,
I'm gonna bless myself
easy,
right
coach.
now.
See what I'm saying?
What?
What you mean? God just blessed me in front of your face
Pause
again.
it,
Start
pause it.
screaming about
Pause
a
it.
bag of chips and a Kit
Pause
Kat.
this,
This
pause
is
this,
awesome.
pause this, pause it. Joe, I'm about to bless myself and order some groceries and have somebody else deliver them.
God
Let's
just
go.
God just blessed your heart, Joey.
Oh my God.
He does is bless me.
God is
The more
about to
you hate,
bless the shit out of me
the
right
more
in
you
front of you,
get in
Joey.
that weird setup energy, the more you follow me around the internet, the more things you say that are vile and disgusting and not true, the more
We don't-
lies you say and
I
spread,
haven't followed
right? The
you
more
around the internet. In fact, there's people on here that do more in my name than I do, and I
That-
appreciate it.
That's why you think we're everywhere, Joey, but we're really not. We just watch you on your own channel that you post.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot of pals on here.
stuff you do on your little computer
Couple.
and your phone, right? The
Yeah.
more God will bless me. He's gonna keep putting you in your place. You
Uh huh.
understand? You people are
Yeah.
funny.
Uh
These
huh.
are unrighteous, sick, weird people. When I stand up to these folks, which I've done in the street, in they face
Uh-huh.
forever, I've been winning. I'm just a man, bro. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I ain't doing this to look cute. I'm doing this because it's the right thing, and that's what I am. I'm a righteous, good man to the core, and I'm a West Texas gangster that don't play. I'm an outlaw. You feel me? So, like I said, this is what we needed.
Remember the video game
Every
Earthworm
city
Jim?
across America I've seen on social media,
Yeah.
they begged and asked for a Batman.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, see, I don't do what you do. There's nothing wrong with begging and asking for what you need. They asked for a Batman, right? And God answered their prayers on the answered prayer. That's what I was telling her, and that's the truth. We need it. It's that time. The world is shifting very quickly. It's changing. This is why I put some of these videos up. I'm gonna start putting up more probably now because I was kind of hesitant on that for a while. But there's so much going on in this country and world every day, man. It's unbelievable. And if you had a Batman, which we do now, and I'm funded properly, and God gives me the money and the funding, man, are you serious? You know what? You have any clue what I'm capable of? How much I can stop? How many fools I can put in a place? You have no idea, man. That's what this is all about. But yeah, like I said, right now I'm training. I got to get ready, man. I'm already stronger than any dude in the world. Like I said, I'm on my 8th world record right now. And what I'm doing is going to continue to capture a lot of attention. It's going to capture media attention. They're trying to ignore me because they know if they give me any media attention, it's really going to take off. This is the same thing they did on YouTube. All these little nobodies. You understand? They don't want to say my name because they know if they do, I'm going to get some shine. Let me talk.
Rich, I don't know, are you still here, or if you caught earlier where he said that his pull-up actually counts as an extra world record because he did it while he was wearing his armor. So I guess that's extra. Just FYI. It's an additional world record just because of the armor.
I'm live. Hold on.
Hold up.
Honey. So while he's muted, I'm going to take this time to say that.
Urinate yourself.
Huh?
Force urinate yourself.
Yeah, I'll go full urinate. No, I'm going to brag about. I have a friend that I didn't know actually has his own beef jerky company out of Albuquerque. And I'm sitting here. I bought like a $30 bag of beef jerky, and it is fucking awesome. If anybody's interested, I can hit you up with a link.
Yeah, I'm interested. Give me a piece.
Oh yeah, you interested, Shamrock? You want some of my beef jerky?
Yeah, I do want some of your
You
beef.
put-
We have a local shop here. They make for the day,
Mhm.
and the shit's wafer thin. It just melts like a wafer in your mouth, like butter. Oh, and they stay open until they sell out. Then they close for the day and they're gone.
This is
Shit, shit. The dogs think it's dog treats and they're
they're
fucking,
mobbing you.
they're mobbing me.
They perping you, Shamrock.
Yeah, look at them.
Dogs be living the good life with some beef jerky.
This is thicker, but it's like the stuff you used to be able to get in the store, like 30, 40 years ago when they used to sell the good shit.
Right.
It's amazing.
Hey, like I said, I'm moving in faith, man. God brought me this far. God is the only reason I'm alive and here and survived the things I've been through. And I know that for a fact. So don't ever doubt God, man. Ever.
God, thank you for this Kit Kat.
And I won't let people speak
God bless
ill
my
on
Kit
God.
Kat.
100% will stand up for God because God really saved my life. You know what I mean? Several times. So, like I said,
Yesterday,
Yeah,
you
just
just
when you-
checked him.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that cake. Yeah, he G-checked God, and God's like, oh shit, I better throw him a Kit
Throw him a
Kat, and a
Kit
bag
Kat.
of chips.
walk through faith. See, that's the thing about a bat. A bat is blind, right? I'm
The
A
bat eats
is
fruit.
blind. A bat has fangs.
practically blind. I don't see well, but I see everything perfectly right now. Why? Because
Wait,
God
wait a
helps
minute.
me.
Wait a minute.
I
Wait a
You know what I
don't
mean? Several.
see well.
You know what I mean? So see, that's the thing about a bat. A bat is blind, right? I'm practically blind. I don't see well, but I see.
So can I just tell you this? Can I
Go
just tell
ahead.
you this?
Yeah, go ahead.
So bats aren't blind. Okay, they do use what's it called?
But
Echolocation.
Joey is.
They do use that. They do use that to navigate like in the dark and shit. But they're not blind. They have better eyesight than we do.
But did you hear what he
We
said
need
about
to
himself?
we need to get to the fucking saga where he's walking down the street, just when he's clicking, just going, just bouncing sounds off trash cans and shit.
But did you hear what he said about himself, babe?
No,
Oh, you didn't? Okay, let me rewind.
No.
See, that's the thing about a bat. A bat is blind, right? I'm practically blind. I don't see
A bat is blind. I'm practically blind.
well, but I see everything perfectly right now. Why? Because God helps me. You understand? He
God
helps
gives
my
me
vision.
metaphysical
He helps
glasses.
everything I do. I had to have a vision to do this, but Batman moves off his other senses. This is what y'all don't get. I move off faith. Every step I take, every breath I breathe is off of the strength of God.
Every
faith
time
in God.
I
That's the
think-
only
everybody
reason
now.
that I'm walking and doing all this. I'm not supposed to be able to do any of this with what happened to me. People
Every-
call Seton Hospital. I
Are you
describe what I went through. So, like I said,
Oh, can't
I-
you see?
I'm a walking miracle. And so is
You're a
Christina.
faggot
And the whole
hobo.
purpose of this,
Sorry.
I never got on here with an agenda to make money. I got on here because I wanted to speak and share my message. So see right there, these folks, it's just the weirdest vibe and weirdest energy I've ever seen. Weirdest thing you could say, talking about my money. Don't talk about my business. Worry about yours, dude. Like, please stop doing that stuff, man. It is just corny. Why are you worried about me? If I'm making any money doing this, being Batman, I'm doing something right. I'm making, I'm making checks. They take forever to pay, and that's why I'm struggling right now and need help from everybody in the public, and that's why I'm asking. There ain't nothing wrong with asking for help when you
Asking.
need it. What? I work hard
Now
as
he's
hell, bro.
asking.
Like, what? Yeah, I took risks. I got this business where it is. I was Batman for 2 years plus already and got everything done more than every agency combined. Don't play with me.
He's getting
You
fired
feel
up.
me? At
He's
all.
gonna bitch about the
I'm
chips
a
here real
boss.
quick.
And like I said, once I get to that check on my birthday, it's gonna be a solid birthday, right? I ain't gonna be going and buying stuff. I ain't got money like that unless God give me more. But like I said, I'm gonna just continue to do what I'm doing here. And then I'm straight and I'm good and I have the things that I need at least, so I don't have to worry so much. Feel me? That's the whole point of this. That check is still running up. That check total is going to get over 170 today. We're at the 29th. I think we have like one more day in the month. So that means tomorrow is the last day of the rodeo show, I think, for this check. And then you know what happens?
The
They
rodeo
move right to
show.
the next check and they tally up another one. I'm not trying to impress you. What do you mean? How would you ask me? That's all in a month? That's all. That's more than half these jobs pay. What? Dude, you're crazy, bro. That's pretty decent money, bro. Like, that's not bad at all, especially for what I do. That's good. See, folks is upset, but yet they do everything they can to try to stop me from doing this. Like, exactly. Walking contradictions, hypocrisy. Because they really all wish that they had my gift. They made that clear as day.
Gift of
If
chips.
it don't matter and it's not a big deal and it was little money, why are all of you plotting, trying to build a YouTube channel and a YouTube career, but you can't do it? Them folks is having full shows for hours, whole days, as if they're monetized. None of them are.
Ha 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 ha! Yes,
Like I
we
said, it
are.
doesn't work that way. It's
Yeah,
not that
no.
simple.
We don't
And
want to
them
be
folks don't even have
monetized.
anything.
And we
own
pay
nothing.
him to do it because it's
Yeah.
fun to fuck with you.
Yeah, we don't.
And
We
we
just
stage fucking Cash App operations to fuck with you, and you
Yeah,
bitch
we-
about it for an hour in the middle of the street.
Monetize me.
because we're
Monetize me.
retired and we're comfortable and we're high and we're drunk
Also, because
and we're friends.
$150 every 6 months ain't worth it.
Yeah, sorry, Joey. I mean, I guess if we wanted to get monetized to pay our fucking dog's grooming bill monthly, I mean, okay.
Dude, if I wanted $150, I could probably DoorDash that in a day.
That's true. It's true.
Something like I don't talk down on anyone, bro. I'm responding to the fact that you're trying to talk down on somebody who's above you. That's all. You know what I mean? I want the best for everyone, man. I talk to everyone. I don't care how down and out you are. Like I said, I'm God's son for real. I walk the walk for real. This is not fake.
Remember
You know what I mean? So
when Jesus panhandled for fucking cherry cokes and Kit Kats? I remember that.
I remember.
Remember Jesus? I remember Jesus.
like I said, at the end of the day, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Trust me on
Jesus'
that.
brother
God
Craig
is going
got
to keep on
baptized
showing
with
up
cherry coke.
Craig
right.
Christ.
Miller Lite.
and showing out for me. God will continue to deliver. I did like 145 pull-ups today wearing this steel armor. This steel armor.
Hey, pause
is
this real
heavy as
quick. I'll
hell,
put my
okay?
avatar up real
I don't
quick on the big screen. Check out this picture that my friend made for me.
Yeah, that's good.
Isn't that nice?
Shamrock got cool friends that make her shit.
Yeah, I do.
Ain't nobody
Yeah,
make me shit.
My friend B's niece
Is that
made
cloak
that.
18 gauge?
Yeah.
I like turtles.
That's like a inside joke. I mean, only a few of us get that.
know. I heard something like some of
Turtles.
the, you know,
All
the
right.
stuff the Spartans
Okay,
used to
put
wear
it
was like
back.
30 pounds. I don't know if that's what this is, but it's heavy. It's definitely some pounds. I know that. It ain't light at all. It's heavy as hell.
I don't
So
think
to be
so,
doing
Dutchie.
145 pull-ups.
Oh wait, what do you mean by AI image?
Like, how did they make it?
Don't know.
That's inhuman. That's superhuman.
I
bro.
mean, I don't think it's AI.
So the man is superhuman in front of them all, but they still think they're going to talk to me, right? Like they used to try to when you couldn't do it then. Listen, bro, I understand you're mad at my greatness. You're mad at God.
so
You're mad because God built something superhuman. You're mad because God gifted me and blessed me.
I love
And
the
my
one
life
you
is
made
beautiful
me.
and I'm divinely protected. You understand? You're mad because when I sleep perfectly because I have nothing on my conscience because I never wronged nobody. You understand? Life is about being a good person. Life is about being happy. Life is about getting stronger and
Listen to
working on
this
yourself
fucking idiot.
spiritually,
Joey, your mom keeps you on a dog bed in the laundry room. What are you talking about?
I know.
physically, emotionally,
I
mentally.
have
That's
fun.
what I'm here to do. Coach people, teach people. I don't call
Yeah.
myself a life coach or any of that or a spiritualist because I think it's corny. You understand? I'm Batman and I can teach people while I'm doing this. It's the whole thing about actual true healers, which I'm one of them.
Calling yourself a life coach is corny, but calling yourself Batman,
Yeah,
apparently,
that's
is
fucking
legit.
That's legit as hell.
Is that you're supposed to try to heal while you're healing others. While you're healing others, you're not necessarily healed or completely healed.
Do you need
You
Mountain
folks
Dew?
can't walk this walk because you don't have what I have inside me.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
You understand? You don't have the courage. You don't have the heart. You don't want to write checks.
If I need a Mountain Dew later, I'll just G-check God for it.
You
Oh,
can't
okay.
cash online. That's cute.
Or
Well,
use the
None of
force.
you have the heart to even face me and have a conversation.
I'll be like, God, you better be coming up off this Mountain Dew. I've done everything you have asked. I've been walking around town wearing this stupid mask on my face, throat punching myself. You better give me a Mountain Dew and a Kit Kat, Lord.
Same,
I'm not
Dutchie.
fake, brother. I'm the real thing. So, like I said, let people do what they do, right? Let them say what they say. I could care less what people think and tell themselves. Feel me? And see, God, He told me that He was going to do all this with me. Because He
told me
said,
he
I
was going
want
to
you to
give me
be
a Kit Kat.
eternally grateful for
Yeah.
every
That's
single
right.
thing you get. He wanted to pat me in a state of grace where I'm grateful. And I am. I'm super grateful right now for these rancheritos. I'm
Lord bless these rancheritos.
Oh shit.
hungry as hell. You know, see, being hungry ain't a bad thing. Hunger is what gains success.
Yes.
See, all the things that you try to say
Hunger
are bad.
gains success.
I'm going hungry. I don't mind stealing
Stealing
bread.
chips.
Yeah. From the mouths of little kids.
This is
I'm
why y'all
going
can't afford a hot
hungry.
dog. This is why y'all don't
I'm
own
going
anything.
hungry.
I'm not being funny. I'm being real. This is why you all sit online all day and you're sad as hell. How about that? Next. You understand? The whole question is, what are you doing
I'm actually
with your time? That's
happy
what I
and
want
I'm
to know.
lighting a joint.
Well, right now,
Ranchitos
ordering-
on the table.
yeah.
His mouth is hurting.
Well, Joey, here's what
That's
I'm doing.
stupid.
It is stupid. I'm ordering snackies and drinks. Let me see what I got, Joey. Let me just you got a cherry coke.
I hit
I
my
got some-
Adam's apple. Now I got a neck curtain. Yeah.
That guy's the goat at this. So we got some Kool-Aid, tropical punch, grape, and cherry. We got some Ruffles, we
Oh
got some
shit! You getting the
Pringles.
good shit.
I got some Cheez-Its crackers classic mix. They got like pretzels and shit in them bitches. I got a tray of fresh fruit cut. I got a Cobb salad, some Sunny
Shamrock.
D. Yeah.
You know, bats eat fruit.
I got some raspberry zingers. Snackies. That's just snacks. That's a snack.
Shamrock, will you move into a homeless shelter with me and we can eat snackies all day?
Yeah, well,
All right.
You understand? What are you doing with your time, right? Because this catches a lot of attention, man. People are asking about me, about it, and what I'm doing. They're excited about it.
Yeah,
That's it. That's the whole thing. I knew that it would carry by word of
He
mouth.
has ended.
Like,
Oh,
bro,
Jesus
I'm making
Christ.
plenty of checks on here, bro. I make
We're only 15 minutes
You
behind.
funny as hell. That's why y'all mad. I get all the money on here. They get none. I monopolize this thing. You funny as hell. Just wait till my birthday, bro. It's a wrap.
Wait
As
till my birthday.
come around the 21st
I'm gonna get
of
my
July,
birthday check.
I'm gonna be 36 now, I believe. I started losing count. I think I'm 36. That's what she was saying. I said I'm 35. She asked my age. She was like, "Wow, you're super young." Like,
No, she didn't.
Shit,
It is
that
what it
never
is.
happened.
I just, all of it is surreal to me. I can't believe it. I can't believe that out of everyone in the world, I can believe it though. It makes sense, but it's just a good feeling. It's still surreal and awesome and crazy. It's cool that God, out of everyone in the world, God picked me. And that's the thing y'all don't get. I've seen people demonically possessed in front of me since I was a kid, and I heard them say I was God's son, and I was wondering why the hell they said that, and now I know. Like either they did the church already, and they're just evil, or they know they were demonically possessed at one point at least. Maybe that's why. But the devil.
by demonic energy.
Oh my God.
Ashley.
Sticky just sent me a song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Man,
listen
fake
to
sticky.
gotta listen to the rest of it, but the
Sliding in
beginning.
them DMs again. Damn.
Get the hell out of my
Yeah.
wife's DM, fake sticky.
Stop it.
I'm gonna
You're gonna
Dun,
because
dun.
the last time you did that,
I'm gonna
I
perp
think,
walk on sticky.
I think you really stop.
I'm gonna tell your wife you're gonna be sleeping in your studio again, sticky.
Leave that boy alone.
People knew I was God's son out the gate. I'm not talking about we're all God's children. I'm talking about I'm the Messiah. I'm talking about I'm just like Jesus Christ. That's my brother. That's the thing.
Craig
So, like I
Christ.
said,
He ain't Jesus, he's my brother.
and if you pay attention to what I'm
God
doing here
fucking
on this
Craig.
channel, I'm performing actual miracles every
Sorry.
day. This strength stuff I'm doing, it's not just strength. It's miracles. That's what y'all got to understand. I work miracles. I'm a miracle worker.
Oh my
I'm a light worker. I'm literally the son of God
God.
and the son of man.
I'm out here working Miracle Whip.
You know, it'd be
You
a
understand?
miracle if you shut the fuck up.
Damn.
Not
It is what it is.
that guy.
Like I said, I do the impossible. That's why it's Batman the Alchemist. Because I alchemize my own success out of nothing.
God
You know
could
what
have
an
gave gifts
alchemist-
to anybody today, but he gave them to me.
Do you know what an alchemist is?
No. Much like so many
No.
other words in the English language, he does not know what they mean.
To everything, that's what I'm about to do all over again. I've done it several times. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I believe in talking about money because you manifest. If you need help,
Oh,
I'm going to ask for
Yeah, there you go, manifesting those fake realities, dog.
help if I need help, which I do right now, because you're going to manifest it. Manifesting works. I didn't expect those people to pull up alongside of me today. It came out of thin air when I was least
holy
expecting
shit.
it. And that's how God works. God works when you're not paying any attention. He will literally move all around you and you will have no clue what
He will move all around you and put a Kit Kat in your hand when you're not looking.
We're
That's how
still
God works.
waiting for two things
Going
today:
on.
for him to bitch about it and mention the one arm pull up to keep the bet going.
Right?
until you see it. And
Rich, did he mention the one arm pull up on your show? I can't remember.
When he was live.
When he was live, yeah, not from yesterday. We got a bet going. We're gonna see if he mentions it every day for a week.
then you realize that was God. And that's what that just was. I can guarantee it. I can tell. I can see it written all over him. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh,
Shows that,
look.
you know, people are blessed.
Fake Sticky showed up. Perp walking.
Susan at Sarton HQ has informed me that that guy has been promoted and sheriff has been reinstated for another 18-month probationary period. Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
What's up?
It's just getting busy mixing up some soils and stuff and some buckets out back. And started getting some allergies, so I had to come back in and do a 15 Amen and a Hail Mary. I picked up a bag of chippies on the way.
Man.
Yes, sir. Hay fever family man. And I got a bag of chips and what was it? A Kit Kat bar. And I
Right.
prayed to Christina 10 times after that. I'm like, thank you, Christina. I know you control everything in my mind and in my life. And it's a great feeling to have, guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
15 Christina, amen.
15 amen.
15
I had
amen.
to slide into Shammy's DMs and sent her a little song I was working on last night. It's pretty funny, and I hope you guys will like it.
Oh, I love it so far. I listened to just a little bit of it and I was cracking up.
It's not done yet, not even
Yeah, I
close.
know, and I'm not gonna say what it's about or anything. But the one part I just heard that I was laughing at though was Ooga Booga. That's all I'll say. Ooga Booga cracking
I
you
had to
up.
throw
Dude.
a Ooga Booga shout out in there.
Oh, dude, it was
No
fantastic.
Prince of Zimbabwe.
No, just an Ooga
Uh,
Booga 15
Just an
amen.
Ooga Booga. And where's the red triangles?
El Sarton.
Sarton.
15
Rich,
Ooga
when we
Booga.
do that
Shout
in
out
your
to
chat,
RTS
if you're
for the
still
Ooga
here,
Booga.
Rich, when we do that in your chat, it's just a thing now. It's embedded into our head now. Every time he says real red triangles, we just say El Sarton.
Oh, Rich is in the chat. What's up, Rich?
It's like was the Riddick movie where they're like, threshold, take us to the threshold.
You know what I
Threshold.
mean?
Yeah.
The real talk. I'm grateful for the little I have, man. You know what
So
I mean? I'm grateful
grateful.
for life. Every day I'm grateful for life, man. But I don't
What
have
do
the
you-
mentality y'all do. I think most of you have a self-defeatist mentality about everything and that too. The way you talk is just unbelievable. I mean, and then you wonder why you're not being blessed. Like, quit trying to
How
block
long
my
has he been
blessings. It'll
going
never
for?
happen. And the more you do, the more you're just going to
What
make sure
is,
that you never get any. Because God doesn't bless the wicked.
about
You
an hour and a
understand? What he
half.
does is he brings vengeance and his wrath to the wicked, and that's what you're all going through. So no, every day the goal is I'm a man of God. Being tough doesn't mean being evil. See what I'm saying? And you'll see these demonically possessed people and how they start trying to break me down and come at me and do all these weird things and antics and say weird words. Right?
Antics.
And I want the world to pay attention to that because that's truly the sign of strength on the Messiah, man. Of course, the demons are going to come for me. That's the point. They're relentless. They've been relentless since day one, but they do it all hiding. That's the thing I don't respect. He's a coward, man. You know what I mean? Demons flee from me
I
in the
just
street.
noticed. I'm sorry. I just noticed that his name on there is Karma is Real. Isn't that so fucking fitting?
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
never
it
karma
is,
when it happens
Joey.
to him, though. It's
Yeah,
never karma.
that's why you're on a lawn chair in your mom's backyard right now, and why everyone's fucking trolling you.
It's because I was set up and targeted.
All right. While the cast of characters is here, who's going to grab the Nosferatu stream tonight?
That's
Sure.
all you.
I can try. I've got to work in the morning, but I can try to take something tonight, or
Sticky's a wage slave now, so you got to do
yeah,
it.
I could run
Oh,
for.
I'll grab it. We have a system going now. It seems to be working.
We
Yeah, it's
do
pretty
have
good.
quite a system.
Thank you, Rich, for picking up some slack this
Yeah.
morning.
I
Thank you,
was
sir.
I was fully prepared to do the first stream of the day, but yeah, Rich
Nice.
stepped up.
I'll try around 7 p.m. I'll try for something around 7 p.m. But I just wanted to come up and say hi to you guys. But honestly, I got to get back out there and fucking put some fertilizer and start
Get
mixing.
those girls
So-
down.
So you showed up. You're not even going to donate.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I can behind the
Not
scenes
even
right now.
Not even a Kit Kat or a water. Nothing.
Isn't
Damn,
it like a $25?
Damn, son, you going backstage?
Damn.
We ain't gonna have that. Just it.
You didn't put him backstage, did you?
He
course.
did. He's so mad at me for sliding in your DMs.
Oh, that's
you need to keep him in check.
I know.
He doesn't give a shit who slides it.
Serenading my wife with songs and shit.
Oh yeah, serenading me.
Oh God.
What was the name of that? The fucking the dude singing with the dude hiding behind the bush, singing to his girlfriend up in the window. What's
Oh
the
yeah.
fucking name of that? Rich, you know. Fuck.
Oh, dude.
with the big nose, because he had the big
Cyrano de
nose.
Bergerac?
Yes,
Cyrano,
the
yeah.
Bunch did an episode on that. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a Steve Martin movie about it too.
Right.
All right, guys. Much love to
What's up?
everybody, and
Much
I hope
love,
you guys
Jack.
enjoy your day. I'll be back around later. Might do something tonight. We'll see.
See
All
you
right.
Thank you, guys.
Get the
Appreciate
hell
you.
out of here, fake sticky.
Crusty ass fake poke.
Crust
That
the
guy.
hell,
Perp.
perp
Fake
walk your ass
poping.
out of
I
here.
just poked my pants. I'm on my way out, y'all. I gotta go wipe.
Go have
Gotta
some
go wipe
perp
the mud
Folgers.
butt off
I
the
just-
moon poop.
I just perped my pants.
Sticky's got to make it to the library before they
Sticky's
close.
gonna go bleach his butthole.
That's the thing. The reason I'm so confident because I'm the son of God. The reason I'm so confident because I've already been through hell and back,
Oh,
and I've lived
God.
so much life. I have a ton of life experience, and I
Come
know the
on.
things that I've
It's gonna
survived.
go outside and get
I know the things that I've come
high.
up against. I know
Hidey,
that
ha, ha, ha.
Joey, anybody that comes up to me and says they have a ton of life experience and like
They're homeless.
they're like over a decade younger than I am. No,
Yeah.
just fuck off with that shit.
I've always
The
been the
amount of
underdog. I've always been
confidence that he's
up ag-
getting right now from a bag of chips is fucking mind-boggling too.
I know.
That's why they
yeah.
say all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah.
against insurmountable odds. I always came up against dudes that were bigger than me, and I always won. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Pretty much always. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I had some things happen that were out of my control, but it wasn't like a stand-up bang.
What
It's
your
just,
dad
you know,
having?
like-
You
like
know
I-
what with you?
Mm. What you dad
Wow.
do, Jesse?
I've been blindsided before and stuff like that, and I survived. And then I came back, and nobody wanted an issue. See my point? But it's all part of life. Nothing in life is just smooth sailing all the time.
Hey,
Which y'all don't get.
Joey.
I love negativity and problems.
Try
But
getting
make 'em
hit in
real.
the head with a car battery, Joey.
Joey couldn't stand up to getting hit in the head with a 9-volt. What are you talking about?
Yeah, get hit
You know
in
why
the
I
head
love
with
them?
the car
Because it's where I
battery,
thrive.
Joey. Let's see how well you do.
I thrive in the chaos. That's what Batman is about. That's why God designed me this way. So at the end of the day, folks, it's just
I wonder what
They're
happened
silly,
if you
man.
put a 9-volt battery on his gums.
Yeah, just taped his mouth shut.
silly to be doubting me. You're silly to doubt the Son of God. You know, and,
You're
and,
not
and
the
people need
son
to
of
quit saying,
God, you
"Oh, I believe in
idiot.
God and I
What
go to church."
God?
Church
Not
has nothing
not like Yahweh, not fucking the God of the Bible.
to do with God. Quit saying you believe in God if you're unwilling to support God's Son. That doesn't make sense.
Oh my
the truth. It's
God.
hypocritical.
Sometimes
isn't
he
a gimmick.
says something that I just, oh my God. I just
You understand?
wish I could
Did
punch
you
him.
hear Rich go off on him today about his dad? Holy shit! Rich tore
Oh
him a new
no,
one.
what did he say?
Hey, you
I
have to
must
go
have
back
been
and
when I
watch.
walked away.
Rich tore his dad a
Ooh.
new one.
Ooh.
It isn't a gimmick. It's never been a gimmick. It never will be. It's been 100% real, straight thoroughbred since day one, and it will continue to be. All right, little homies? So like I said, at the end of the day, I do what I need to do. I do my job. I'm extremely good at what I do, and I'm gonna just keep on winning, man.
I'm extremely good at walking
I'm
around
gonna
being a
keep on
vagrant.
winning. And these people don't even want to give credit where credit's due. They don't talk
I didn't
about
even take
the fact
vagrancy
that I
classes or
wear this
nothing.
18
All
gauge
right.
steel on all day, like it ain't
I
nothing.
have
Right.
a concept. I think he's going to save those chips for his
Uh-huh.
last meal of the day and that drink.
Mhm.
And when he's sitting in the chair in the backyard, he's going to fucking look at what I got. Look what I got.
He's gonna have the cherry Coke and the chips.
Yeah, and the Kit Kat.
Yeah, because I haven't heard him chew anything the whole time he's
Nope.
been walking.
That's
so
what
yeah,
I'm saying. Yeah, and the cat, the
Yeah, it's
chameleon's
gonna
going to be fucking hanging out. It's going to be a party, yo.
that's gonna be.
I'm telling you what, if he didn't eat those Kit Kats immediately, they are soup by now.
Oh, he don't care.
Oh, fuck
He'll lick the inside of the wrapper.
Well, let's do a quick update. It is currently 81 degrees Fahrenheit in Brownsville, Texas, with a humidity at a sweltering 78%.
Oh,
right,
gee.
and you know he's carrying it in his front pocket of his jeans. So
Or in his bird fucking feeder.
his
his
glitter
feed
gator.
his feed bag.
Feedback.
Like I've evolved. That's the whole thing. Like I really would like to transfer to this steel armor, to the armor of God, as opposed to the bulletproof vest all the time. I like it too. I like switching them, like I'm doing. I just think that it works. It works for me, you know, because then I have to compensate in different areas, and it switches it up for me. You know what I mean? Because, and that's the thing. You really need two suits because that one I'm a little quicker in, and it's just like the movie. It has less coverage, but I'm a little quicker. You know what I mean? Maybe a lot quicker, but lighter for sure. It's not hard, you know,
Makes
to
it
carry.
easier to run away.
This it's heavy as hell, but it offers more protection. You know what I mean? In the long scheme of things, at least. Really, I have enough problems with just the armor alone. You know, it's me versus the armor, and the armor has been winning. He's been winning that one. But yeah, like I said,
It's me
people are
versus
still-
the armor, and the armor has been winning. Oh my!
people are funny.
It's one thing I love about Shamrock.
it
You
just
can
is what
always
it is, man. I'm gonna
gauge
keep
her
on pushing forward.
frustration by
Right now,
how
like I said,
deep her sigh is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the length of the sigh, the volume of the sigh, the
Mm-hmm.
frequency, how often it happens.
Need the whole public to please donate. I have a Cash App, a PayPal, and a Venmo. And like I said, we're just trying to get me by because I was targeted by the government. I was targeted by corruption. I stood up to everybody. This has been going on for years, man. I was set up a million times. I went through hell, man. I went through everything and more you can imagine. And I came out on top. You know what I'm saying? I worked hard. I was cooking last. I was doing excellent. Like I said, right now, I mean, everything is a move, man. That's the thing. This is about building this whole Batman thing. It's not about how much money I make right now because this is going to lead me to millions of dollars on top of the millions that God is going to bless me with. That's the thing. I'm going to make so much money doing what I do. I'm going to make sure I get paid to do what I do. Even if I have all the money in the world and Christina and I have all the money, I'm going to still make sure that I get paid to do what I do somehow.
Even if we have all the money, I want to get more money. From where? If you've got all the money,
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to figure it out. You know what I mean? Because it's too important and too vital. I don't know. God will figure out the rest if I have to actually open like a literal commission or agency and be like a special ops, group or operation kind of. I don't know, but I don't
I think the word you're searching for is mercenary.
want to work for the government. That's the thing. I'm not giving the government any control over this. You will not have your hand in my business or what I'm doing. And that's the point. This is about divine power. Divine power doesn't bow to the government. It doesn't bow to human beings. I am literally the enforcer of divine law, and it just is what it is. So, like I said, I think people can see what it is.
Joey, I don't know if you're familiar with what happened to God's first son that didn't bow to government power, but it didn't work out too well.
He wants to make sure he gets his $140 every 4 months on YouTube. But if you
Right.
had $50 million settlement in the bank, and just say you had a 3% annual rate on the savings account, that would net you about, before taxes, about $125,000 a month. But you want to make sure you get your $140. Okay.
All right.
Good,
Well, it's
good
important.
job there, champ.
He ain't gonna
Get
do
in.
it for free.
Get in. Get in the house.
don't think I have to spell it out. You know what I mean? And it's
Don't get them dogs near me, Shamrock.
that time, and it's what we need in this world. And like I said, I told her that
Shamrock
the
in here
public
perp walking
is
with
just gonna
these
love it.
little dogs.
The public loves it already, but the public's really going to love it.
It's gonna
when
be
you start
okay.
seeing footage of me getting busy and doing what I need to do. Like I said, this is all about
Lock
having a good
yourself
purpose.
outside again.
But I'm
Not today.
I didn't do it. The kids have been the ones that logged me up.
Damn kids.
Got a sham door. We need to get you a Joey door, Shamrock.
It's funny. I went back and watched the sticky stream where RTS was up there when he perp walked.
Yeah.
When he was telling Ken, he's like, "Watch out! I'll get the fart gun."
It's so good, dude.
I'm gonna
Everything
come up
about
against
that
these
was
evil
great thing. Money Mike did his thing, whatever, and it failed miserably, whatever.
Yeah.
But RTS just fucking
No,
nailed it.
RTS knows
Everything
what the
from
fuck he's doing.
the dance, everything, the sticker, the Ferrari sticker on the steering wheel. My God, that was so
When
great.
he said that, I also cracked up when he was leaving. He's like, "I'm gonna come back and see if I can get her to eat some ramen noodles out of my hand."
Shout out to Frank laying down all that fucking stank on Bourbon Street.
Fucking Frank.
Legend.
people, and I'm going to win. Like I've been winning. I already know it. Why? Because I got God with me. I had a guy. He's a pastor at a church out here. He told me that. He said, and I was really struggling.
Wasn't Raul.
Going through a lot physically at that time because of what they did to me behind my back and everything. I've been through things
Oh,
that
they've
are
been doing shit to you
unsurvivable,
behind your back.
impossible, and unimaginable. Right. So you just got to understand. And he told me. He said, yeah. He said you need to, talk to God and, kind of read the Bible and such is kind of what I think he was saying. But just to be connected to God, because he said without that you're not going to win.
You ain't never
And
going to
it's
get a
true.
Kit
I'm
Kat.
not so big on the Bible. I really don't read the Bible much at all. I'm not saying that it's bad to do it. I think there's a lot of power in it. In some instances, I just think a lot of people hide behind it. A lot of evil people hide behind the name of God. That's what they did my whole life and did all this dirt towards me. But yeah, like they said, this isn't a comeback. This is ridiculous. I'm putting all y'all in your place. Feel me? Like, yeah, you mad because I've got a great check coming, a birthday check. I did my job. I'm doing great.
Check.
I'm making money.
Got
These
my
folks is
birthday
mad.
check. Got a Kit Kat. Got a cherry Coke. Hell yeah.
Like, no, it takes forever to get my check, and they don't pay me right. Still, no matter whether I do good. See, they think if I do good, I don't deserve help. That makes no sense. They want to punish success. Yeah, get up out my face. You reward success. Y'all are backwards. Straight up. Quit talking to me. Like, move on, get the hell away from me. I don't want to talk to people like that at all. It's ridiculous. Like, you against me, what are you talking to me for? Like, what's up? Get busy, do something, quit talking. Right? They all soft. Ain't going to do nothing. You
Is that a hold up?
See,
That's, I don't know.
See, I come from a generation where getting busy meant having sex. I'm not quite sure. I don't think he's using it that same way. But it's funny to imagine that he does.
negotiate with people that are enemy. You understand? I literally own my enemies. You know exactly what it is. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep on owning you,
You guys are
and you're gonna
slaves.
keep on doing nothing about it. So what's up now, coach? Huh? Look at them, scared. That's why they sit there and do the thing with the numbers. That's why they're running in and out of the show. Yeah, they scared. They shook. So, like I said, it's all about the power of God.
Like I said,
It's all about Christina and I, and we're very much in love. Like I said, it's all going to work out, man.
oh, Christina,
You know,
my
I really
catfish
believe it will
queen.
work out. I think God will send me more blessings.
Christina and
You know,
me
every day.
like to
Like, I
climb
didn't
up
expect
a
that at all
tree.
today. I've just been literally like, you know, kind of in despair and discouraged and losing hope. And,
My
you know, God showed
honey,
up. So
my
every day now, I'm
honey,
going to definitely expect
my
it and look
honey and
for God to
me.
show up for me
Wherever
because I
she
need help
goes,
right
you
now. I
know,
need God
I go.
to show up. And if you remember, I
Was
asked
it
him.
Big Buddy?
I said,
Big Buddy.
please,
Yeah,
My buddy, yeah.
my buddy.
My honey, my honey.
please hear my cry. I need help right now.
Hear my
Well,
cry.
that's the thing. Like I said, I got over 4,000 people that watch me, man. You know, all these people got to do, they all work. All y'all got to.
No, you got about 3,900 trolls and sock accounts that have probably banned and quit, and a mixture of bots in there too as well.
do if each one of you donated $5.20, you know how much money I'd have.
5,
And see, I'm not
10,
trying to just
15, 20.
$5.20.
get rich or anything. I don't care about that, man. I take the money and I put it into what I'm doing as Batman. The public can create a consistent budget for me to do this, and as a team, we can solve these issues together. You can have
Fuck
me stand
yeah.
up to illegal operations and shut them down in front of you just by donating. That's the whole point of this, and that's what them folks is scared of. That the people are going to get behind me and start putting your money into what's righteous and your money where your mouth is. Trump and these people are funding acts of domestic, you know what? They fund crime. He's pardoning
Not domestic, you know what? That's the worst.
Okay, he's getting
criminals,
fueled
right?
up
Somebody
now.
has to make sure that those criminals go right back to prison, whether they like it or not, and whether Trump likes it or not.
So yes,
Use your
I am going to
mind.
say when he does the Nosferatu stream that yes, he's
Mm.
starting to get fired up, and now all this that he's going to be doing right now, he's going to be fucking thinking about it. Then when he sits in that chair, he's going to flex on his chips, and then he's going to think about
Right.
it. Why didn't they get me more? And he's going to bitch. I guarantee it.
You know they had money. They paid for this. They could have given me some money.
Goddamn
Think.
cat eating all the chips.
You understand? No, we have an answer for all this evil and this joke of a country and joke of a government. It's called Batman. You have the answer. God has provided. You see, this is the thing about God. He's very, very intelligent. God provided y'all with the answer in front of your face, and the blessing and the prayer you asked for. He answered it with me. Now use me for what I'm used for. Utilize me. This is the
Use
problem
me
with a lot
for
of
what I'm
so-called
used
women.
for.
They get
I think the truckers already did that, Joey.
relationships and don't know
truckers.
how to utilize the man because they're not looking to utilize. They're looking to feed off of people. You understand? They're scoundrels. All they want to do is
Down
take,
to the
take,
last
take,
minute,
take.
guys.
They don't know. Some people don't know how to build because they're
We
pathetic.
did it.
You don't know how to build nothing. You ain't
We're in the
nothing.
home stretch.
You a joke. And that's all these folks on here. Like I said,
And
stay
away
home,
they
folks.
go.
There's another victorious day in the name of God. Like I said, I don't need nothing and nobody except God and Christina.
I don't
Feel
need
me?
nothing
I'll keep
but
on winning.
chips in a bar.
God and Christina, that's all I need. And
Chips
this lawn
pop in a
chair.
bar.
This lawn chair right here, that's all I
Feel
need.
me? Stay mad. Now go talk amongst yourself on a bunch of shows I don't care about and don't watch. I'm pretty much through watching all y'all too because you're boring and you don't talk about nothing.
Hi, Joey.
And all you do is sit there and be jealous and envious. Go find something to do. Go get
We'll
a
see you in
JLB.
about 3 hours,
Thanks, huh?
Joey.
Where did you find this? Go get a
It's
job application.
3:30
Boy Sears is hiring. All right,
my
talk to y'all later, man.
time.
Go work at McDonald's.
4,
Bye.
5. I'm going to say 3 hours. 6:30 my time. Yeah, that's a good call. 3 hours.
Well, all right. We made it through. Thanks to everybody for showing up. Rich, Red Screen, Dutchy, Sturker, everybody in chat.
Thank you, boss.
There goes Shamrock.
We'll
She's
see in a little bit. Do you want me to take the next, or what are we doing?
I mean, yeah, you can.
right.
We'll be around, so we'll be up.
Ciao,
I'll
good.
meet you there.
Peace.
Hold up. So Sheriff's going to take the next one, and we'll catch everybody later. See ya.